Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Monday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace, looking spiffy.
Yeah,
dressed
man.
to impress.
No, it's Black History Month.
You look like a substitute teacher.
No, I look like a person who's celebrating Black History Month with my kente cloth on.
Yeah, Strofe, way to go.
Yeah, educate yourself. Yeah, Denmark education didn't talk about that, I'm sure.
Nope.
They
Never.
just said MLK. Rosa Parks.
The mini chuckle that you heard is Brad Nortman. He's alive.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Our Super Bowl 50 runner-up, our Rose Bowl two-time runner-up, our AFC Championship runner-up, our state championship football runner-up is back.
Thanks for reminding everybody, Ben. It's good to be back. That's what I deserve after a full week off, I suppose. But it's good to be back. Kyle, I think it's just the plainness of the white shirt and the light khaki pants.
Yes,
No
it
one
has
said
nothing to
anything
do
about
with the tie.
But it's just, you couldn't even do like an off-white. Maybe do something like a dark color.
Well, I wanted to do a different white shirt, but my baby girl told me the other white shirt I had, it was too see-through, and she didn't want me to be exposing myself to you all.
Oh, wow.
So I had to
Probably
get
a
one
good
that was
decision.
I mean, that shirt even has like the pocket and in at like the breast level. I mean, that's just
it's watch that. It's polo.
So 800-990-3776 is the carbless talk and text line where less is more. You can see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And Brad, guess what?
what's that?
You owe me $50.
I do? Why?
What do you mean, why?
How do I owe you $50?
You owe me $50.
Why? I'm not going to come in here and just be shaken down by Ben Brust.
I think you owe him $50.
You're getting shaken down. You owe him
Why?
$50.
I don't owe you $50.
Yeah, I think
Why
you
would
do.
I owe you $50?
I love how mad you are.
Yeah,
it's
I don't like-
it's $50.
I don't like starting the show. We're 2 minutes
Brad,
in.
you
It's
played-
shaken down.
You played 6 years in the NFL. You can afford $50.
But if it's for the right reasons, maybe.
Brad, come on now.
I'm not just going to walk into our show and be like, okay,
Welcome
give me
back.
$50.
How was vacation? You owe me $50.
What explanation could there possibly be that I owe you, Ben Brust, $50?
That's a good one. Listen, Brad, you know me. I wouldn't lead you down the path of trying to just recklessly throw your money away. This is not reckless.
Well,
That's to be determined. I want to keep not telling him because I know how much he wants to know what the hell is going on.
Yeah, I don't like this. Was this discussed last week?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Many
Well,
times.
I don't listen to the show when I'm not.
Yeah, many.
so maybe it's
Oh,
my
we know.
fault.
Oh, we know.
Vacation
Does it have
means
something to
vacation.
do with? Does it have something to do with a bet of some kind?
What do you think? If he has something to do with it, what do
He
you think?
does. Wait, so how do I get? I had no consent into any of this. so I
now
cannot
we care
possibly.
about consent. I remember when I went on vacation my damn self, and all of a sudden I came back and I was jumping in Lake Michigan. So sometimes you don't get to consent here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
But there is something to a dollar value. That's just jumping in as a
My
camaraderie.
health is more valuable than
That's
your
a
little funky
camaraderie-
$50.
That's a camaraderie situation.
This is a
Kyle.
camaraderie situation as well. It's
No,
a good
not a
investment.
financial one. So what
Are you
we blowing
mad?
on?
Like,
What bet do
are
we
you
lose?
mad?
We blow it
A
on.
little bit. a little bit.
Like you're so mad.
Yeah, I'm a little bit upset.
Welcome
because
back,
It's
Brad.
one thing to talk about like experiential type things, jumping into the lake or whatever else. But when you
The
rope,
lake that's filled with disgusting water.
yeah, I mean, but that's
bacteria.
how can you put a price on
The
jumping into
Packers
bacteria?
starting 3
Oh,
and
ask my
5,
doctor.
and then going to the playoffs, the youngest team. Like that was a good time.
And at least it was for a good reason, Kyle. It was for the Packers to make the playoffs.
Oh.
I'm sure that this is for no good reason.
Oh, wow. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's coming at it.
I'm sure
Goodness.
it's for no good reason.
Oh my gosh, you were gonna eat your words.
You know
Okay.
what? I might rescind what I was even going to say to Brad.
Oh, wow.
you know,
I don't think I want him.
I don't think we should tell him.
I don't think. You know what? Not telling Brad.
What? That doesn't seem right.
Well, you should have threw a
Do I still owe
freaking
you
fit
$50?
like a child.
Do I
You
still-
acted like my
once-
1-year-old.
Once you pay the $50, we'll tell you what it's for.
Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
a good idea. It's a good idea, Brad.
You Venmo
Okay, let me
you
ask-
Venmo Ben Dash Brust.
Can
you'll
I
find
ask
out.
some questions beforehand?
No.
3?
No.
No, he
Zero.
should be able to ask questions about his investment. But
Sure,
he
okay,
can be
you
as
can
vague
ask-
as possible.
Okay.
You get 3 questions. 3 wishes, if you will.
Yeah.
Has Stroke
Wish
and Kyle
number 1.
Thank you. has Strofe and Kyle also paid $50 toward this investment?
No.
Yes, I have.
Let's say some single.
Damn it, Strofe. Keep some. You just
No,
no.
I want honesty in
You
this.
can't lie to him.
No, but he said, did Kyle and Strofe do $50? One did, not Kyle and Strofe.
Oh, okay. Now that's being deceitful. This is why I can't pay him $50. This is manipulating my questions and my answers.
And to be fair, Strofe is more reckless, not reckless, but I'm a little bit more tight with my budget.
Okay, so
But
Kyle said no.
No,
Just answer what he asks
fine.
us,
No,
guys.
fine, no.
Wish number 2, can you guys follow along?
Wish number 2.
The odds of me seeing $50 or more anytime in the near future is what?
Define the near future.
6 months.
Ooh. Give me 9.
Yeah.
9 months. That's what I meant to say. Flip that 6 around.
Sure.
I like your chances.
Yeah.
You like my chances?
Yeah, I
we like
wouldn't
your
have-
chances.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Question.
Wish number 3.
Who was the primary architect?
Who do you think?
That's a wasted wish number 3. Holy cow, he's done.
How about this? Was
No,
it
no, no, no,
collaborative?
no.
Yes, was it collaborative or was this
No.
solely Ben Brust?
It was not collaborative.
I wouldn't say collaborative.
So let me
it
guess.
was-
Ben Brust came in here, made his demands.
Yeah.
Said, "This is what we're doing. This is the bet. Y'all better be on board."
Well,
And now I'm involved.
yeah, I
in
will
this.
say this.
Wow,
He
you're
got a-
good.
You're
good.
but he got
You're starting to get it.
I'm
No,
starting to get it.
you understand, but he got a groundswell of support across this.
Why are you giving him so much information?
Because I want him.
That's so vague. That is so vague.
I mean, he got a groundswell of support when people gave you money for red or black,
Yeah.
and then you lost it in a matter of seconds.
Okay. I'm an investment guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I scared money don't make money. Scared money don't make money.
800-990-3776. Brad Nortman is in.
I am going to Venmo you the $50 now.
Once I see.
I want to make it official before you tell me what it is. And that you guys can't call me like scared soft punter anymore because this is
I'm
a step.
proud of you.
This is a step for cautious
$50.
square Brad.
$50 ain't gonna change your whole personality now, Brad.
Okay, let me find
big
Ben.
ass.
And we're not like changing your life. We're still going to be Brad Nortman, the cheap Brad, who
But-
has this big estate.
Who invested $50 in this.
$50.
Yeah, $50.
Okay, and on Venmo you have to give a reason for it. I put 3 question marks. That's the reason for it. That is all I know when it comes to this. Okay, it's left my Venmo account. Officially Venmo.
All right, Brad Nortman has paid you $50.
I just hope I am not swindled. That's all I hope.
You have invested in Bitcoin.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I was going to say, give me that money back.
What else can I make up? Come on, let's keep this going, guys. Let's keep them guessing.
No, I
played along.
I did buy into the bargain. Now it's time to know.
Jordan Love to win Super Bowl MVP next year on massive odds.
Oh, God. I asked, what are my odds? Do you like my odds to get this money back? And this is
I placed
this
the
is
bet.
absurd.
I placed the
I'm
bet,
never
so
gonna
I
see
like
this
the odds.
$50 again. Oh my goodness. What's the odds? Tell me the odds.
It's huge.
It better be huge. What does my $50 win me? This is ridiculous. I never should have done this.
I mean, your 50 is going to win.
this
plus,
is such a problem.
He was about to say this is so.
I mean, the Packers' odds to win are plus 2,500, just so reference. So think about your 50 on plus 2,500 for the Super Bowl. So think about prognosticating Jordan Love as the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so it's got to be, what, 10,000?
Do you feel swindled?
10,000.
Wait a minute. Can you tell me is that the actual?
Yeah, 50 on plus 10,000.
Oh, wow. So what is that winning?
A lot.
$5,000.
$5,000. Scratching my chin a little bit. That's a lot of cheddar right there.
Just Brad, you are something else.
It's not going to happen.
Brad, you feel swindled?
I do feel swindled. I feel swindled. I still think swindled.
Now,
somehow.
this is some breaking news.
Brad, your 50 will win you $90.50.
For what?
We are on the Brewers over 83.5 wins this baseball season.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Just so we're all on the same page, the Jordan Love thing is not true.
Okay.
Yeah, that
What's
was
I say?
a brilliant drop into my ear, Strofe.
That was really good.
Brilliant.
Something felt fishy because Ben wasn't giving me exact odds.
Yo,
right? Because
right,
he was just
yeah.
like, the Packers.
I was creating the odds in my head. Like, it had to be something outrageous. But
Cody texted in on the Cardinals Talk and Text line, Brad is now the proud owner of a used PlayStation 2.
this hits a little too close to home because our market manager who joins us bi-weekly on Thursdays' Facebook account was hacked.
When?
Gregory Scalzo.
Last week.
I can't wait to have him on the
Dang,
show.
what did he click on?
He didn't log into Facebook for 6 months, and he went back and looked at his email, and next thing you knew, there was somebody who confirmed their own email, and there was
In
a
October.
couple of cars for sale that unfortunately some of Greg's friends got scammed, like Brad could have been right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, is Greg scheduled this week? Greg Scalzo is scheduled to appear
On Thursday,
at 3:30. We're going to get deep into the scam.
Nobody called Greg or text him?
I found his profile at 6:00 in the morning. His Facebook profile picture and cover photo were changed at
Like
1 a.m.
3 a.m.,
And
yeah.
that is like
that's
that is trigger. Greg doesn't do social media. So I texted him. I was like, dude, what is going on? Why is it a picture of you and your mom, and then your mom, your brother, and your grandma? Like, what the hell is going on?
That's what they changed it to?
And then because I reported and wrote on his wall, this is not Greg. I got blocked.
Yeah.
And so and anyone who tried to report got
I also
blocked.
got blocked, yeah.
It was
No
chaos.
kidding.
Yeah.
So
What
you
a
were going to have to
wild
block
world.
me if I just stole your $50.
I'm not going to lie. There was still a part of me, even as I pressed send, that $50, that
It was just
gonna
disappearing.
go to a black hole, somewhere gone. Like it was already spent, and I'm already just trying to fill the.
Well,
That's
the
what
good
I
news
thought.
is.
I thought I honestly thought the bet had already been done. Y'all already lost it and put my name on it. So
I wouldn't have done that.
I'm
I
just
wouldn't have
happy
done
that there is hope.
I might
and
have done
hope
that.
abounds.
So
This is a good
the
bet. I
truth
like this bet.
is, we have a total of $875 on this ticket.
Okay, so this is a very collaborative effort.
Very collaborative amongst everyone that we work with, had an opportunity, no pressure, different dollar amounts. If Strofe did 50, I had to put you at least in for 50.
I'm good for 50 and 83.5 wins.
Yeah.
That's
3 games over 500.
Easy money.
There you go, Brad.
That's easy money. I kind of want to send another 50.
It's too late.
wow.
It's too late. I have it all on one ticket. It's locked
Well,
away.
He was going to do 100 for you, right?
Guess how much Kyle? I mean, I was shocked by how much Kyle put up.
$10.
Ding, ding, ding.
You did
$10.
$10? That's supposed to be like jokingly low.
No.
No, that's what it does.
Yeah, it is jokingly low.
$10 to win $18.10.
Come on.
My money. I have lost enough money messing around with Ben Brust, and I just can't make that investment right now. Money's tight.
Did you end up net positive or net negative with all your Packer bets?
Net positive, but like 20.
You should have doubled down that 20. It really got you a little bit of action.
No.
I feel good about that. I feel really good about that.
What a whirlwind for Brad.
What a whirlwind.
I'm so glad we did this.
Literally, my heart was beating. I was so suspicious. I was so unsure. I feel good about this. Thank you for including me in this bet.
You're welcome,
You could
Brad.
have bypassed me, but you didn't.
And by the way, I was willing to put your 50 towards my bet if you didn't do it.
Wow,
But I
that's
knew you'd
the
have
guy
some
right there.
gumption. And
So should we tell them what the bet's actually for?
yeah.
No, you're lying.
Yeah, we are. It's over 83.5
Okay, I was about to say, dang, I wouldn't know who to believe.
Yeah, that would have
a
been
third lie.
I don't know if I could have been. I mean, look, I'm good at the whole ringarouser thing, but this would have been too far.
Wait a minute, what did you just say?
No, that's the word of the week.
Ringarouser, just the old the old ringarouser, Strofe. The Packers are snitches. I'll tell you why next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
Wow. Just wow.
Has he sound good? We've been practicing.
I did it all last week. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of my progress.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Whether it's live or in podcast form, you've heard us on air with all of our shenanigans.
Gabe, I'm throwing some. Why are you throwing? I don't want.
Now see your favorite 94.5 ESPN shows streaming on video.
By me, by the way. I hit that microphone like 4 out of 6 times on that.
Subscribe to ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube and get notified when we hit the air live. Plus, you can watch back any second that you miss and see original digital content too. Watch, listen, interact. ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
It's party time at Cousins Subs. For a limited time only, Cousins is bringing back their famous 2-foot party subs. Whether it's for a big game, family gathering, or work celebration, Cousins 2-foot party sub is sure to be a crowd pleaser. Choose from the club, ham and provolone, Italian special, or turkey. Each party sub is just $39.99, feeds 5 to 8 people, and requires 24-hour notice to order. Order in store, online, or on their app for a limited time. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. Number 16 Marquette trailed by as many as 19 points in the first half and as many as 23 in the second half as they lost at Villanova 81-66. Senior guard Cam Jones finished with 10 points as he reached double figures for the 43rd straight game, the longest current active streak in the nation.
Cam Jones, step back three.
Big time. Big time.
Oh, baby.
The Golden Eagles fall to 20-7 overall and 11-5 in Big East play. They welcome Providence to Fiserv Forum on Tuesday night.
Don't miss the shot when it comes to offering medical coverage to your employees. Saganiac Planning can coach you on ways to balance costs and prioritize care for your employees with coverage provided by United Healthcare. Call Steve Fluellen, 262-783-6161, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service. Insurance coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Insurance Company or its affiliate. Administrative services provided by United Healthcare Services, Inc. or its affiliate. Health plan coverage provided by or through United Healthcare Wisconsin, Inc.
Fingers come in different sizes.
It's one of the first things you learn as a jeweler.
And a ring can only be sized up or down a little bit.
Which means it's a really good thing to know your ring size.
And it's an even better thing to know their ring size.
This is why we're announcing
the Ring Size Registry at Kessler's.
We're doing it as a public service. It's completely free.
Free. Isn't that a great price?
Here's how it works.
Just drop into any Kessler's Diamonds location and tell one of the owners that you'd like to know your ring size.
Kessler's is an employee-owned company, so whoever greets you at the door is an owner.
They'll determine your ring sizes and add them to our Ring Size Registry.
Then, when someone wants to know your ring size...
Because, you know, maybe they want to surprise you.
All they have to do is call or stop into Kessler's.
Surprises can be fun, don't you think?
We're happy to do this for you, even if you don't buy a ring from us.
But after you take a look around, we think you probably will. Visit KesslersDiamonds.com for a location near you and register your ring sizes today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
That make the beat switch, turn off, give $1 million to him. Right now, I got so many villas booked down like a villain.
All right, so we're just doing bump backs for Alex Strofe and Kyle Wallace, apparently, while Brad and I sit here and fake nod to what's going on because we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this song. Bobbin.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, KBN Nation at 800-990-3776. And I'm so glad that Thomas chimed in on the Carbless Talking text line. He says 84 wins is actually 6 games above 500, not 3, which is very true. I'm not going to lie. Over the last week that I've been carrying this ticket, I was like, oh, They gotta win 84 games. That's 3 games above 500. But I forgot about the whole loss thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So they have to be 6 games above 500, not 3.
3 more wins than 500.
Yes.
Still like the odds.
Still like the odds. I hope. Because he just brought that up, and I was like, how did I not think of that?
I will say 3 games over 500
versus
and
6 games over.
That's a little bit different of a situation. But
basically, the way I would say it is, although it's 6 games over 500, it's 3 games over 81 wins, which would be 500.
Yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is win more than 3 more than
half the games.
That should be easy.
Let's use our lingo. I like our lingo a lot better.
And what they've done over the last 6 of 7 seasons, the Milwaukee Brewers have been able to deliver on that for the most part.
Oh yeah, I was deep with the Brewers dorks of our office, going through the depth charts, the injuries, the ages. I'm getting ready for this, but we do have a poll out there because there was some interesting news, to say the least, as Diana Rossini, she is a senior insider for the NFL in The Athletic, tweeted literally 5 minutes before the show. The Green Bay Packers are the team that submitted a proposal to the NFL's competition committee to ban the tush push, per sources. First and foremost, they're snitches. I mean, it's the truth. And second off, I want to know on Twitter at KBN ESPN, are you embarrassed that the Packers are the snitches?
I agree with the Packers. I just wish they weren't the ones that ran to the teacher and told them that, hey, they're not playing fair over there.
Hey, Mr. Wallace, they're not playing fair.
Yeah, Mr. Wallace, what are you going to do about it? They deserve to be punished. I agree with the Packers. I don't like the tush push. It feels like a rugby scrum. And I even feel like when I played, there was no ability to push a ball carrier down the field.
It was a flag, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a flag. It was illegal. I don't know if they're looking the other direction now or if the rules actually changed. So I'm in agreement with the Packers. And if they just voted, let's say another team submitted it and the Packers just voted, we don't agree, I would feel better. But to be the snitch is a bit unsettling.
It's just such a nerdy look.
It is.
We're the dorks.
Yeah.
The dork snitch. The Brad Nortman snitch.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate to the Green Bay Packers. I'd probably be on the playground, and there'd probably be a 7th grader playing with 5th graders. I'd be like, hey, this isn't allowed. You can't play with us. This isn't right.
He's going to get hurt.
Teachers, that's right. This isn't how we're supposed to do things.
800-990-3776 on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Are you irritated? You put irritated. I say embarrassed that the Packers were the snitch to the NFL about the tush push. Yes, don't be snitching. No, snitch away are the options on Twitter. Kyle Wallace, the Packer backer, you're 110% okay with being a snitch because you are Karen Kyle.
Yeah, no, I have no issue with the Green Bay Packers snitching. This is what everybody else wanted to do. Everybody else is just afraid to do it, right? You see, and the thing about us as Green Bay Packers, we're not followers. We're leaders. That's what we do. Everybody else was nervous about being the first one to say something. I'm glad they rose up and said something because of the fact that the play, to me, I think it should be an illegal play. It's aiding the runner in a way that you're just basically pushing him. It's an unfair advantage that you have. It really is.
So you're proud of the Packers?
No, I'm not proud of it. I'm not mad at the Packers for doing it. Mark Murphy is basically signing off one of the last things he's going to do when he proposed to the NFL that he wants to ban the tush push. And watch what's going to happen. They're going to vote to pass it. They're going to vote to say this should be banned. You know why? Because everybody else wants to ban it, but they're just sitting there quietly. This play is not football. It's really not. It's just a whole bunch of guys doing a scrum, pushing to try to see how much forward progression they can have. That's all it is. That's all it is. If they didn't have the guy pushing, that'd be one thing. That's a QB sneak. But now you're aiding. Isn't it aiding in a bed in the run or something like that?
Aiding in a betting.
Aiding in a runner. What is it?
This isn't. They're not criminals. Alex Stroh feels like you are cracking the mic.
Yeah, I just to Kyle's point, it makes me smile that Mark Murphy's lasting legacy in the NFL as he approaches retirement is going to say, hey, you shouldn't let people touch Jalen Hurts' tush. Hey, NFL, if I have one final thing to say, it's that you got to stop touching Jalen Hurts' ass.
All right, here's my thing. It's embarrassing from this standpoint. The Packers aren't in their division. They lost to them in the wild card round. Like, if it was somebody else that got beat by the tush push, year after year after year. Well, the Packers played the Eagles twice this year. When's the last time they played the Eagles?
For that, I mean,
you get what I'm saying. They played them twice this year. These teams have been going against it forever. And so I guess, again, if you want to take the stance of like the Packers saw something they didn't like and called it out, good on them. But also, oh no, like it's just a little loserish to be like, we lost to you twice this year, and we're going to be the ones to say, hey, no tush push.
Yeah, and the Packers really didn't do a good job of stopping it. I mean, nobody really could, but the Packers were, I mean, part of their season ended on the fact that they couldn't get off the field when they needed to. Now, the defense did play well, but there were certain times where that tush push got them exactly what they needed, where like a 3rd and 2 really felt like they had seriously.
So does that mean that if Tucker Kraft comes under center now, we can't push Tucker Kraft?
I think that's correct. I think, yeah, I mean, for sure.
All right,
I'm okay with a QB sneak.
I mean, Tom Brady was the king of QB sneaks, and there wasn't a tush push. QB sneaks are still going to hit at a high rate.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like we're nitpicking right now. Because if it was that, if Philadelphia could achieve the tush push at such a high level, everyone else could figure out a way to do it. I truly believe.
I mean, you got to have a quarterback. Yeah, you got to have somebody who can take on that type of pain and bruising. Packers don't have that guy.
I really hope Ed Policy continues writing the monthly column that Mark Murphy writes
Murphy
at
Takes Five.
Packers.com. Earlier this month, the question from, who is it from here? This is from John in Kenosha, asks, what are your thoughts on the brotherly shove / tush push?
This is one of his responses.
Have perfected it from earlier in the month. Quote, I am not a fan of this play. There is no skill involved, and it is almost an automatic first down on plays of a yard or less. The series of plays with the Commanders jumping off sides in the NFC Championship game to try to stop the play was ridiculous. The referee even threatened to give the Eagles an automatic touchdown if the Commanders did not stop it. I would like to see the league prohibit pushing or aiding the runner on this play.
Aiding and abetting.
Yeah, get him.
Aiding and abetting.
Get him, Roger.
The runner.
Get him. That's what needs to happen. I like, for real, the play is like, stop it. But I don't feel like it should be legal, because if you were to pull a runner forward, that's illegal. Like, you can't pull somebody forward, but now you can get behind them and push them. Remember when Reggie Bush did that to Matt Leinart back in, like, when they played against Notre Dame a long time ago?
Yeah, there was a lot of controversy.
Yeah, it was. They're like, oh, he's aiding him. He's pushing him. And now all of a sudden...
Why do they keep using the word aiding?
Because that's what he is. That's exactly what it is. And now it's a legal play.
It's not even a fun play. It's not fun at all. Like, you just, like, you know exactly what they're doing.
No, it's not fun, and it looks like it hurts everybody involved.
Did you see Chris Jones?
New Murphy Take 5 this Saturday. Can't wait.
On Twitter, the votes are coming in now to our poll. I don't like the "are you irritated?" Are you embarrassed is the word. Like, I'm not irritated they did it. I'm happy they did it, but I'm embarrassed that they did it.
If you're embarrassed, wouldn't that equal irritation?
No, they're way different.
Wait, why are we, if you are happy about it, why are you embarrassed?
But you're embarrassed.
What is
that?
It feels soft.
It's soft. It's soft. It's absolutely soft. You lost to the Eagles twice, then you go crying to the NFL to get rid of the tush push. That's what it screams, soft.
The Packers just are the leaders of the pack. They just basically stepped up and said everybody else.
Softness.
No, you're not. But everybody else is going to pass.
That 20% of the salary cap defensive line couldn't get it done. So you know what? Let's go to the NFL.
Nah.
Are you irritated the Packers were the snitch about the tush push to the NFL? Yes, don't be snitching, 42%. Snitches get stitches, by the way.
You like that? Don't be snitching.
This what's called.
No, snitch away.
Snitch away.
58%.
No snitch. So good. No, stop snitching culture is a bad thing to have.
Huh?
Stop snitching. What? You don't want. That's a bad thing to want to tell people to stop stitching. My goodness. Stop snitching.
Why is that?
Because you want to turn in people when they do bad things. Like the Eagles are doing something that's a bad thing. You want to actually encourage people to turn in bad things.
But
you are the hall monitor.
Yeah.
You are a hall monitor.
Oh, you're a hall monitor for wanting to do the right thing. What?
It's called
that's the problem.
The word snitch is different than like doing the right thing.
Like a whistleblower.
Yeah,
there's a difference
that's
between
what you
snitch and whistleblower.
What's the difference between snitch and whistleblower?
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, Brad.
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Well, a whistleblower is doing something where you are witnessing something truly illegal, truly sinister, truly devious, right? And then you got to bring that to your attention, but everyone's a little scared to bring that to the people's attention that need it. But a snitch, oh boy, a snitch. A snitch is you just see a little bit of injustice against you. Something that's just, it's more of like a discomfort. That is what you guys say. I can have no more of this. This is infringing too much on me and my comfort, and therefore, I need to be soft and bring this to the authorities at hand. That's a snitch.
That might be an all-time Brad Nortman.
Versus a whistleblower.
But also, the way he described that was so eloquently done.
Okay, do you realize how smarter our show has gotten in the last 72 hours?
If you would ask me or Kyle or you to do what Brad just did last week when he was gone,
complete failure.
Snitching versus whistleblowing on Kyle
Oh, no.
Snitching versus whistleblowing on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Are you embarrassed the Packers are the snitch?
They're a whistleblower. That's what they are. They're a whistleblower.
After Brad's definition, they ain't snitches. They're whistleblowing.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You agree with me?
I mean, Lola Bunny on your algorithm shaking her butt?
It's people on my Facebook sharing stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Lola the Bunny was kind of strapped.
Okay, here's as far as I'm... All I'll be able to say is I get why Bugs was so love drunk over Lola. I get it. That's as far as I can go to you.
Look at this. Look at this. Google Lola the Bunny.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Love is in the air at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This February, play to your heart's content in the Love It or Leave It $300,000 game show. Thursday night, you could love your prize or leave it for another. For a chance to cuddle up to thousands in cash and prizes, just play using your rewards card. Get ready to love it or leave it. Only at Potawatomi. Learn more at PaysBig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Wallace for Universal Windows Direct. February is here and love is in the air, but if you're not in love with the way your home feels this winter, Universal Windows Direct has the perfect solution with their Love Your Windows sales event. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. Need 4 windows, you pay for 2. It's the perfect way to save big while upgrading your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate or visit universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text ROCKY to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ROCKY to 42424. That's ROCKY to 42424.
Nestled along the shores of Lake Michigan, the Knickerbocker Hotel offers a timeless escape in the heart of Milwaukee. Immerse yourself in the rich history of this iconic landmark where charm meets modern luxury. Picture yourself enjoying breathtaking lake views, luxurious rooms, and dining at one of the finest restaurants in the city. Whether you're visiting for a weekend getaway or a special occasion, the Knickerbocker promises an unforgettable experience. Your perfect stay awaits at the Knickerbocker Hotel. For more information and to book your next stay, visit knickerbockeronthelake.com.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey, Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Maddie's Bar and Grill, New Berlin. Part Tea Time Golf and Sports Bar in Colgate. Route 41 Bar and Grill, Oak Creek. Moran's Pub in South Milwaukee. And Coach's Pub and Grill, Milwaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Join Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball for an exciting weekend of hoops action at UWM Panther Arena. On Thursday, Milwaukee takes on Oakland at 7, followed by a Saturday matinee with Detroit Mercy at 3. Experience all the action, including rim-rattling dunks, clutch three-pointers, and game-changing blocks. Tickets start at $13. That's Milwaukee Panthers men's basketball this Thursday at 7 and Saturday at 3. Visit MKEPanthers.com for tickets. Panther Athletics for the MKE.
So many of our youth carry unimaginable burdens. Anger, depression, even thoughts of suicide. At Rawhide Youth Services, we recognize their pain. We help them find hope and healing. For those that need a second chance at life, we refuse to give up on them. Please be a part of our life-saving work. When you donate your used vehicle to Rawhide, you're helping change the lives of countless youth in our communities. Go to rawhide.org/donate and help them realize a brighter future today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
The Packers have snitched or whistleblowed, whichever one you want to say, to the NFL. The Tush push is not banned yet, but the Packers have filed it to the competition committee. My name is Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace, who we all agree does look like a professor.
He sure does.
Oh, don't go that far. High school history teacher, maybe.
I did teach classes at a university, Central Michigan University.
Oh, did you? I've never heard what
you never mentioned that before.
Yeah, I never mentioned that.
When are you going to dig
He
up
mentions
your
that
old
more than I
exams?
mentioned that I hit a shot against Michigan.
Cool. I think that's actually true.
I mean, anytime you bring up education, I just tell everybody I was a professor.
When are you going to dig up your old syllabuses?
I have
syllabi.
Syllabi. You're right.
I have my flash
old
drive.
exams.
I have a flash drive in
Didn't
my
you teach
backpack.
walking?
I did teach one walking class, walking for personal health. Walking fitness for life.
You weren't a professor?
No, I promise you, I taught.
Those are joke electives.
It was 186 fitness for life, and they had to do a whole bite.
How come you were teaching that?
I was very fit back then. I weighed 170 pounds.
What the hell were you
76
teaching?
pounds.
But it's called fitness for life. Did you know you're going to fast forward 7 years and look in the mirror?
I taught a youth sport class as well.
A youth sport class?
304, youth sport 304. Yeah.
How old were the youths?
It was a class that I was teaching to college students about how to work with youth sport. I have an exam right here.
Had you worked with youth sports?
Football music, take us through the exam.
Yeah,
ask us questions.
All right, here it is.
Professor Kyle Wallace from the Central Michigan University is teaching class Strofe, Brust, and Nortman.
PES 304 Youth Sports Spring 2014 exam number 2. Multiple choice. Self-awareness is A, the ability to reflect upon another person's behavior. B, the ability to reflect upon your own behaviors. C, the ability to reflect upon a team's behavior. D, all of the above.
It's B.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is a college class?
Which of the following is
300 level college
Which
class,
of the
mind you.
following isn't involved in a concept of socialization? A, social development. B, cognitive process. C, cultural beliefs. D, teachers' beliefs.
I believe C.
I want to say D.
B.
Oh, this is the college class.
I'm gonna go D.
I'm gonna go B.
I think it was D. I'm pretty sure it was D.
Well,
Which
you
one?
don't have
Which
was that one?
Which
I'm
one
the
is
smartest
not
man
involved in
alive.
socialization, social development, cognitive process, and cultural beliefs? All are part
of socialization.
A teacher's
Teachers
belief-
aren't.
That was an E. Yeah.
That was an easy question, you dummies. How did I get that right?
I need to be looking at it.
Okay.
You have one of those,
Visual minds.
Social development has an effect on peer relations, acceptance, rejection, or all above.
All the above.
Oh, yeah.
All
Oh,
above.
that's
There
D.
it is.
You're
D
the
all
all
the
the
way.
above guy, aren't
Yeah. Which demographic is most likely to start participating in organized sports at a younger age? Male, married, household income over 100,000, or all above?
All of the above.
I don't remember.
Yeah, this one could be anything.
Yeah, that sounds like a trick.
So how do you not have the answers? I'm good with the test.
The answers are somewhere else.
No, I want one more. One more.
Okay.
And also, you're reading really fast for us not being able to look at the paper.
All right, so here it is. Which regional demographic has the most evenly consistent organized sports participation from 3rd to 12th? From 3rd grade to 12th percentage-wise? Is it urban, suburban, rural, or there is no difference in youth sport participation?
I think it's suburban.
Yeah.
I would have to look at the answer. This is in 2014. I could probably find the answers, too.
If you're teaching the class, shouldn't you know the answers?
Bro, this was a decade ago.
I don't care.
Yeah,
11 years
but this
ago.
was fitness for life, and you didn't take these things for life.
No, this is youth sport. This is youth sport.
Were you just handed a textbook and say, just teach this?
So I was handed a textbook. I was told this is what we're supposed to do, and I had to create. I had to stay a week ahead of the class.
How much did you curve the class? Was it like 15% gets A, 40% get B?
I wasn't about that life. We didn't do the curve. If you didn't show up to class, you didn't do your work, you probably weren't going to pass Mr. Wallace's class.
Mr. Wallace's
Did
class.
they refer to you as Mr. Wallace or Kyle?
I told him Kyle. Mr. Wallace is my dad.
Oh, Kyle.
You did that? You did that joke?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
it's
my
me.
God.
It's me.
Were you trying to be a cool teacher?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He got walked all over. They didn't show up for class. He gave them all A's.
Most of them did. I worked hard to get ready for this. I'm looking at some of this. I worked very hard.
Ron in the Key chimes in 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. How the hell can Kyle read this, but neither him or Brad can do a game show segment correctly or live reads for partners for that matter?
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Live
He
read.
coming at your partner reads.
Wow.
Yeah, that's disrespectful. Shout out to UWD.
What was your favorite class to teach? Was it the walking one?
Oh no,
Or was it?
the youth sport one was my favorite one to teach. They had me teach this life fit. I don't know. They had me teach this one class everybody hated to teach. I hated that. I forgot what it's called. I literally hated teaching it. Youth sport was my favorite one. I was so prepared for that when I taught it fall and spring.
Did you know I took a 1-credit relaxation class?
How'd it go?
Got an A.
Of course you did.
Did I ever tell you guys? So I'm a
All right, hang on.
I took a
Real quick,
communication
I
major.
want to hear this, but now I want to know who has the most ridiculous class they've ever took in college. 800-990-3776.
Taken.
Most ridiculous.
That's UW-Madison education, by the way.
Oh,
I found the answer.
800-990-3776. What's the most ridiculous college class you ever took in college?
I took a canoeing class
Whoa,
one summer.
That's awesome.
That's
I
kind
know.
of fun, though.
Yeah, it was fun. And you had to learn port and starboard and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
it was fun out there. We
wow.
canoed around. It was awesome.
Wow.
Lake.
That's pretty
Yeah, it
sweet.
was a lot of fun.
So I didn't really take any weird classes, but I have a communication degree from the premier University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. I failed communication 100.
Come
Dang.
on.
Com
That's embarrassing.
100.
What were you doing that whole semester?
Drinking too much.
Drinking too much. Yeah, I didn't show up, so I had to retake it as a senior. And it was obviously all like first semester freshmen with me. And one day of that class is that the student mediums like present. So I got up from my seat to talk about the college radio station that I was the station manager of, and then went back to my seat amongst the freshmen.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
That's tough.
That is tough.
Probably didn't get a lot of
Probably
recruits that day.
TMI on this one. This was around the time of my one of my best friend's 21st birthday, and I may or may not have fallen, so I had a scratch on my
Oh
face.
my
You were
gosh.
embarrassed. That is
I was-
embarrassing.
I was a mess.
You weren't ready for college.
Wow.
Oh, I was a senior when this happened, Kyle.
With the freshmen in Com 100.
They're probably thinking, man,
Who
this
is
guy
this-
in
who
4
is
years
this
is going to
jerk?
graduate?
I
Yeah.
repeat, you weren't ready for college.
All right, it's official. I think Strofe, despite being the disaster he was with the scratch on his face as a senior with a class of all freshmen, probably still reads better than all of us.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. And what I'm going to read about right now is Behind the Bucks.
What I'm going to read about right now.
It's Behind the Bucks Season 4 is here, and it is Dame Time, presented by Gallagher. Take a listen to Episode 1, a sneak preview of Behind the Bucks, the Damian Lillard story.
Despite his penchant for thrilling moments and getting buckets, Dame was only recognized as a 2-star prospect in high school. But sitting down with him, it was clear. You felt he should have been rated higher.
At that time, I would have said I was probably 4-star. Like, I was always a good athlete. You know, I was quick, I could jump, I could shoot. I always had confidence and toughness.
His AAU coach, Raymond Young, thought otherwise.
I think I would have rated him a 3-star out of high school. Not a 4 or 5.
Behind the Bucks, the Damian Lillard story is here. Episode 2 dropped today, narrated by award-winning journalist Chris Haynes, and takes a deep dive into the Damian Lillard story on Behind the Bucks, which you can find wherever you get your podcast, of course, presented by Gallagher, your HR and benefits consultant. Behind the Bucks, Season 4, out now.
There's a lot of Brad coming up on the show. We do have Jason Wilde joining us at around 3:15.
Big day for him.
But Brad being back, we will definitely get to Jason's big day when he joins us, leads to Brad doing weird things on trips that he goes on. You're not going to want to miss this one. We're going to add it to the quirky Brad list that we keep running tabs of on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
That is completely unacceptable. It is unacceptable for a team to
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Is acceptable? Unacceptable?
Unacceptable.
Unaccessible. Wait,
what?
Wait, my mind is
unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. What did I say?
Unacceptable.
My mouth and brain
Unacceptable.
are like not
Unacceptable. What did I say?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. With Wilde and Tush, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota.
Iota. Yeah. That's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
The win streak continues for the Bucks over the weekend with a 104-101 win against the Wizards in D.C. on Friday night, and then 28 points from this guy in a clutch performance late on Sunday.
Here's the lineup for the Bucks. Lillard fires up a 3 and he hits it from straight on. Rattles it through a big-time bucket from a big-time bucket getter.
28 points from Dame Lillard in a 120-113 Bucks win in Milwaukee over the Heat. It's their 4th straight win. They'll take on the Rockets in Houston on Tuesday night before a huge matchup on Thursday night against the Denver Nuggets.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
Look what I found.
What is it?
It's a list of the traditional and modern anniversary gifts for each year of marriage.
Sarah and I use a different list. But go ahead and tell us about yours.
The traditional gift for your first anniversary is paper, but the modern gift is a clock.
Well, our list says the first anniversary is always diamond jewelry.
What's your list called?
The People's Choice.
The traditional gift for your 6th anniversary is iron, but the modern gift is wood.
What a coincidence. For the 6th anniversary, our list says diamonds again. What do you have for the 10th anniversary, Rick?
Traditional is aluminum, modern is diamond jewelry.
Well, there you go. Our lists agree. What have you got for the 7th anniversary?
Copper and a desk set.
Nope. Diamonds again.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of the People's Choice list.
It's good to have you on board.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you make up that People's Choice list, or is it real?
Well, we're people, aren't we?
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
You can accomplish quite a lot in 6 years. You go from changing diapers to dropping your child off at school. College? You can get a bachelor's and a master's degree. And you can take up to 6 years to pay off your brand new Pella windows and doors at 0% interest. Hi, it's Gina Della from Pella. With Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, you get so much more than stunning windows and doors. You get the Pella experience. Talk about quality control. Pella manufactures, sells, installs, and services every product. A 10-year labor warranty is always included, so your windows and doors are secure for years to come. Our expert installers are available year-round and can install in as little as a day. If something ever goes wrong, Pella will handle it ASAP because you work with the same team from start to finish. Oh my gosh, why wait? Get the Pella experience and this incredible deal. 0% interest for up to 6 years on brand new Pella windows and doors. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 3/8/25.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
All right, we got our very quirky Brad Nortman back with us. I'm Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace with Alex Strofe still pumping his fist like it's a Friday. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. That's the Carbless Talking text line.
Why is that a bad thing?
Didn't say it was. I just was pointing out what was happening. Why are you taking it as a bad thing?
Well, because he said pumping his fist like it's a Friday. And yeah, it's Monday, but let's have a Monday, boys. Brad's back.
It's good to be back, too.
Is it?
See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, but
very convincing.
we will see if Brad did something weird on his trip like he typically does.
Yeah,
So first off, set the seat. Where'd you go? What'd you do? What are you willing to share with us regulars?
Yeah, that's what I was
peasants?
trying to figure out where to start. Okay, so I went to Park City, Utah, with a bunch of my good.
Already feel like we are not in the belonging.
Yeah, and I went with a bunch of my good guy friends from my church in Jacksonville. So I knew about half of them. The other half I didn't know, and the half I did know, they were like good friends. So
wow, that quickly they became good friends, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean I've been with them for years before moving back here. But anyway, we show up there, and there's like 2 houses we're renting because there's 16 guys on this trip. So there's 2 houses, and beforehand, you had the option. You say, do I want my own room, or do I want to share a room and share a bathroom? Now, your own room costs more, and sharing room costs less. So what do you think I did?
Shared the room.
False.
Yeah. I know Brad really well in terms of he will splurge on things that are important to him.
Yep.
And sleep in his own bed is important to him.
Yes,
in his own space.
In my own space.
He likes privacy. Remember, he wears the face mask to bed?
That's right.
The sty eye, yeah.
Yeah. It looks pretty good now, though.
It's been a month. I would hope it'd be going away now.
So anyway, I'm there, and then we show up at these houses, and I see the bedroom I get, the bathroom I get. It's wonderful. It's really great. And I see what my buddies have to survive in. They have to sleep in basically like this bunk area. 4 guys to one.
It's like
room.
Gen Pop.
Yeah, it's like Gen Pop. 4 guys to one bedroom with like bunk bed situations and one bathroom. One bathroom. And of course, we're
grown men, huh?
We're skiing all day. They're grown men, all that kind of stuff. And about midway through my time, I was like, I should probably offer my bathroom to one of these 4 guys. At least 2 of them. I knew of them beforehand, and they're really good friends. And
are they?
But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I like my own bathroom. I like my own space. But I kind of felt bad that these guys, 4 dudes sharing a bathroom, and me up there in the and in this layer was on like the top level of the house.
Oh, so it's like your own
level.
estate.
It
You
is.
basically have the Brad Nortman estate in Park City,
I
Utah.
did. I picked it up and I planted it in that house up there, and everyone else was like surf level. Like it was like amongst the lower level citizens of the house.
So you were in a suite at like a Bucks or a Brewers or a Packer game, and everyone else was in general admission.
Yeah, and it was like one of those things where we probably could squeeze an extra guy or 2 into the suite. But I'm like,
they didn't pay for it.
But I paid. Yeah, they didn't pay for it.
They didn't pay to be in that suite.
I paid for a little bit of elbow room.
Was there another bed in your room?
No. One bed in my. It was a king bed. I had like a sitting area.
Sitting area.
I had 2 chairs. I had a TV.
Did you allow anybody in there?
My own like walk-in closet. I really put all my stuff. No one else had to put into it except for me.
Oh my gosh! So people didn't come hang out
easy
late
access
night?
to the kitchen. It was the biggest bathroom of the whole place. It was unbelievable.
You live like a king. And
I felt
wait
a little bit bad.
You had friends who went on a trip. I'm going to a bachelor party. Ben is hosting a bachelor party coming up as well. And so when I go to my trip, and if I have to share a room with other people, and I know somebody who has their own room and own bathroom, best to believe I'm saying, hey, brother, Let me use that bathroom. I'm not trying to share with all these other people. You would deny it?
See, these guys were just too nice, right? They didn't ask, like, hey, do you mind? It's kind of crowded in this 4-person bathroom. I got to take my turns in the shower. Can I just use your shower really quick? See, nobody asked that. If they asked
But you didn't offer it, dude.
You said, hey, guys, we got to get somewhere.
You said you knew one or two of them well? Like,
yeah,
you could.
we're good friends. Good
No,
friends.
no, you're not. You're not.
But that's where I think I deserved a little bit of space. I felt bad, but not bad enough to move me to action. It wasn't enough to have me offer to them.
As Wilde and Tush would say, is this IPT? Is this in poor taste by Brad Nortman?
But you have to remember, I paid more for the luxury of having my own space.
But I mean,
so
yeah, but it's just a shower. Like, give them shower, get out.
But still, someone else's, and that's my shower. It's my shower.
It's not your shower. It's the whatever Airbnb.
I don't have an issue with this at all.
Thank you.
I think Brad's completely on the right. I do have a quick unrelated question. How often did you call Lexi?
I talk to her once a day.
And is that a morning call or a night call?
Usually it was an evening call. Usually we got up and rolled to the mountain. So usually it was.
We got up and rolled to the mountain.
You had all the
calling
lingo.
our name.
Dave from Aaron with a good text here. Did you take anything that smells like Lexi to remind you of her?
I didn't. Lots of pictures though. Good pictures.
Wait.
On your phone?
Like we foster 2 boys. She would take pictures of her and the boys, all that kind of stuff.
Like she would text them to you.
She would text them to me. Yeah.
I thought you packed framed pictures.
No.
And I wouldn't put it past you to do that.
We did FaceTime twice, which was also lovely. But yeah, once a day is about right.
Yeah,
that's less than I expected.
You're not even a ski guy.
Well, I am now. They taught me a thing or two. See, the thing is, I learned how to ski, which was pretty impressive, right? I learned how to ski.
Oh, what do you mean pretty impressive?
I'm so proud of myself.
But there was one thing that was the consistent bane of my existence on the mountain. That was the ski lift, the chair lift. I couldn't get off eloquently, gracefully. I fell legitimately 6 times getting off the chairlift.
6?
One of the times I fell and I just like dominoed all my buddies over. We all fell over. There was one time where I fell. So usually there's supposed to be someone that's like.
And you didn't offer any of these guys your bathroom and you're taking them out on the ski hill?
That's right. Now those guys are real friends to me. I don't know about me to them. Those guys are real friends to me.
I can relate.
There was one time where I fell. So like imagine, so a lot of ski lifts are 2 people. There was a 6-person one.
That doesn't sound safe.
And like those are I took out 5 guys with me. So normally.
Were they afraid to get on with you?
I'm surprised they didn't send him as a solo every time.
Right. There was like 5 snowboarders, and the snowboarders refused to sit next to me. They're like, we're not sitting next to this guy because they're on like one thing. So we went up the chairlift, and there's somebody that's supposed to be operating the chairlift that when somebody falls, they hit the button and the whole thing stops, right? So you'll have people like, waiting halfway up.
Right, you stopped the chairlift 5 times this weekend.
Oh, at least 5 times. There was one time.
You like Bambi out of them damn skis.
There was one time where I was on the inside seat, which is the hardest seat to get out of, right?
Why did they put you there?
It was a mistake. And so I got off and I totally fell right down over it. And
How far is this drop?
It's not a big drop. It's like, a few feet.
You're too big
right?
for that, bro.
So I fell. And I fell to the inside. So the chairs kept on going around me. Normally, the operator should be watching. And he should hit the button to let the whole thing stop. The dude was on his phone on Instagram.
Are you just
a good 7 chairs went by me as I'm like ducking them, trying to get my skis.
Bro, we got killed.
Some other guy had to take his ski pole and chuck it at the container that this dude's sitting in because he didn't recognize that I fell. It was super unsafe. Actually,
this must not be something that happens that often that people fall.
Super unsafe.
No, all my friends who are like expert skiers were shocked. Like I've never seen someone fall.
He
and
fell
the chairs
again.
keep going.
Every time I look, your brother's down.
I legitimately fell. I might have fell off the chairlift more than on the mountain. It was crazy. They moved.
Was
so
it
fast.
mental at one point?
Yeah. I was getting so nervous. There's like, oh my gosh, here it comes, and the chairlift goes up. You're on the chairlift for a good 15 minutes.
That's a lot of time to think about your next fall.
You go up like 1,500 feet from the bottom one, and so I'm panicking all the way up the chair.
We have spent the last 2 hours with you, and I'm still uncertain if you had fun or not.
Oh, I had a blast. I had my own bathroom. I learned how to ski. We had a great time.
I fell 6 times.
I fell.
Stopped the ski lift 7 to 8 times.
Oh, yeah.
That's ridiculous.
A couple of long stops,
The self-realization of going, actually, that was quite unsafe.
It was quite unsafe.
Did they ever talk to you? Did people say, hey, buddy, come here. You're going to have to get together. We can't have you here. You're delaying everything.
We had a couple of friends that were like, make sure Brad goes on the outside and make sure there's an experienced skier next to him to sort of like push him off.
So you mean to tell me this thing stops and people are 1,500 feet in the air and you're making them just dangle and hang 1,500 feet in the air?
Yep.
What is going on?
And like the whole thing, because it's normally going and then it stops and then like you kind of swing, You swing.
That's
in the
not a good
seat,
feeling.
And then it starts back up again and you swing as it goes up.
Keep Brad away from the Summerfest swings. Actually, you know what?
Sky glide.
The
Yeah,
sky glide comes down to get off. and I'm
we need to train you on the sky glide.
That's a great idea, actually.
I will take the sky glide this year at Summerfest. Who's sitting next to me?
I want in.
Who's sitting next to me?
I want in.
Okay. You guys can coach me up.
I'm
say,
going.
Brad.
I'm either staying on my feet or I'm going down with you.
Yeah, and trust me, if I'm going down, I am taking you down with me.
Yeah, you're 6'4" and I'm only 5'10". I'm falling.
Yeah. Oh, you'd be happy you did because we're friends.
Yeah, I already know you wouldn't let me use your bathroom.
You're probably right.
I'll ask you, hey, Brad, I got to do.
I'd say, I don't know. You're not going to like it.
I would have. I would, just so you know, I would have walked into that bathroom and been like, hey, Brad, I'm going to shower.
You wouldn't even ask.
Hell yeah.
Knowing Ben, he's probably not lying.
I'll be out in 10.
How would it? I mean, guys are already down there showering.
Yeah, enjoy it, Ben. Heaven inside, I'm like, damn it, Ben.
Yeah.
So in 2 minutes, Brad Nortman, who is safe, sound, not hurt, no injuries?
No injuries. I will say, though, not my pinky toe, but the next toe and my middle toe.
Your ring toe and middle toe.
Yeah, they're still a little bit, like, numb.
That's not good.
I didn't think I did. A little bit of snow got in my boot. I'm a little concerned about it. So that's all I got.
How long have you been home?
I felt it on Thursday night, so the last day of skiing.
My man, I got frostbite.
It's still a little bit tingly.
You are frostbite. You should see something about that.
Yeah, you should probably go to the doctor.
You're going to end up like LeVar Ball.
Where's LeVar Ball?
Okay,
Ball lost his
we're
foot.
back in 2 minutes.
Oh, shoot.
Lost his limb. You can't do that. Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is combine season in the NFL, folks. Adam Schefter tweeted it out this morning. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, position groups. Failed to mention Wednesdays were long snappers, punters, and kickers.
Gotta love the kickers, punters, and long snappers.
He left him out of his tweets.
Oh, he did?
Oh,
yeah.
The blasphemy.
Well, your boy McAfee called him out on it.
Oh, good.
Positionism.
Positionism. Attaboy, McAfee. Stay strong to the brand.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strophy running the show. UKB Nation, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. You can see our beautiful faces on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, over the last, I'd say, 4 years for sure, maybe longer, it seems as if it has not been a priority for general manager and head coach of the Green Bay Packers to be at the combine together, Goody and LaFleur. It seems as if the silo system may have something to do with that. I know it's been discussed many times, but Brad, I even think we've discussed it with you. And I think a year later, we probably discussed this last year when we were 6 months into doing a show, and you still were like, I don't get it. I don't get why. What do you still not understand after a year what the Green Bay Packers are doing?
Well, it floors me that the Packers are not more collaborative with their roster building, right? I know that it's Brian Gutekunst's job to be the GM and pick the team, and it's Matt LaFleur's job to coach him. But there's this great divide that I think holds the Green Bay Packers back. I think it's a mistake that Matt LaFleur does not attend the coaching combine, does not attend, or the players combine, does not attend the things that would be involved in at least getting to know your players. Because at least when I was a part of the NFL combine, when I went through the interview process and had like the deep interviews, man, it was GM, it was scouts, it was special teams coach, head coach. Sometimes the owners float around there. When you are talking about getting your few opportunities to speak to these guys, even if Matt LaFleur doesn't have any say in the final pick or isn't even in the room, at least you know who might be entering your building. At least you know who you might be coaching against sometime in the future. It just absolutely floors me that Matt LaFleur is not as involved in this process, particularly when he has a certain offense he wants to run, when Jeff Hafley has a certain defense he wants to run. The lack of collaboration, I think, is one of the things that holds the Green Bay Packers back from being very good to being great. And I know not every coach goes there, but I think for the Packers in particular, where draft and develop means the most, that is where I feel like if you're going to draft and develop, then drafting and developing has to be a collaborative effort between the person that's drafting and the person that's developing.
All right. I'm willing to hear you out on that last part for sure. As Josh DiMaggio, the producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, where they do have Adam Schefter join on Wednesdays at around 7:30, 8:30, depends, usually 7:30. Now you just throw to 8. Which one is it?
No, that was 7.
That's
and
a lot of numbers.
3.
Oh, 7:30 on Wednesdays. Adam Schefter on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, mornings, 94.5 ESPN.
Thanks for listening.
DiMaggio had just texted in. Shefty told us coaches view it as a waste of time. And there's a surprising amount that don't go. Strofe, do you have a list of coaches that did not go last year?
Yeah, I have at least 7 coaches that didn't go last year. It includes Sean McVay, who's kind of led the way on this since the pandemic. He stopped going in 2020 and hasn't gone since. Mike McCarthy of the Cowboys has obviously been fired. Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan, Robert Saleh of the Jets, who has obviously been fired. And then last year, 2 first-year head coaches, one of which has already been fired, did not attend. Mike McDonald of the Seahawks and Gerard Mayo, the now former Patriots head coach, did not attend last year.
I just think if you bought a house and you need to go furniture shopping, maybe it's your wife that is making the decision with the couch and the bed and the table and chairs. But I at least want to walk the floor with her. I at least want to see what the options are so I don't come home after work and see everything fresh.
I don't want to be there to walk. I want to make sure it's in the price range.
Yeah, well, that's another reason to go. But it just seems crazy to me. And maybe Schefter is closer to the coaches. I don't think it's a waste of time. I just really do not. This is the future of the NFL and the future of your team. And the Packers draft and develop. So I think the guy that drafts and the guy that develops should both be there.
So what you're telling me, Brad, is that you think Matt LaFleur needs to see somebody stand up and get measured. He needs to see somebody run a 40. He needs to see somebody do a vertical jump. He needs to see somebody going through drills because that will help him evaluate and make a decision.
It's the interview process.
But you get 30 interviews that you actually bring to Green Bay, right? So this is basically what he's saying is this. I'm going to let Goody go and look at all these 300-some-odd prospects.
And how's that work in the first round?
It hasn't worked for the first round, but it's worked pretty well for the last 2 or 3 drafts after the first round. And so what he's basically saying is I don't need to be there. It's a waste of time for me to go there and watch all these guys run and jump. When you know what I can put in? I can put in that nice DVD or VHS tape or whatever they do now to watch the actual game film of these players. And then when Goody comes back with a list of guys and says, these are the 30 guys we want to try to bring in for our actual interviews here in Green Bay, that's when I want you to be part of that conversation. But going to the draft and talking to these guys, is there some value that he may be able to get from it? Who knows? But he has decided at this point in time, he says, I don't need to be there. I don't need to be there because I trust that Goody's going to get us the top 30 guys that we need to evaluate and look at, and I eventually will have my chance to speak to these guys. But it's just like you said, you're going shopping. Listen, baby, go out and go look at the stuff that you like, and you tell me the top 5 items you need me to come to the store with you to take a look at, and I can say yay or nay.
But that's the thing. Goody's not even giving LaFleur that opportunity. He might as well go on vacation. You might as well go on vacation, Kyle, and let baby girl just populate the house.
No, he's in
wherever she wants.
Populate the house.
And
That's what they say in big estates. When you have estates, you populate the house.
No, I know. I was going with a different way there.
Yeah. But he might as well go on vacation from the end of the season until the start of phase 1.
I mean, I think we're overblowing it. When a guy like Sean McVay doesn't do it, and that team has won a Super Bowl and found a lot of success, and the Green Bay Packers don't do it, and they found success, I don't think
you're missing the Super Bowl part. So if you're going to use McVay, it's different than the Packers because they haven't had that Super Bowl.
But they've won a lot of football games. They've had a lot of success. And outside of the first round, do you think all of a sudden that regardless if he goes or not, Matt LaFleur will say, no, I remember seeing that big offensive lineman, Jordan Morgan. I saw him stumble a little bit at the draft. I don't want to draft him. I know he doesn't have a say in that, right? They collaborate, he gives his input, but being at the NFL draft combine does nothing. Now, if he actually had a say in these decisions, that's one thing. If they're like working hand in hand and they're evaluating together, but we have already shown that it's siloed, and you have the president, Mark Murphy. You have the individual such as the general manager and Goody handling things on evaluating talent. You have Russ Ball in signing talent. And then you have Matt LaFleur in coaching the talent. They're all in their own space. Goody can't tell Matt LaFleur what to do.
Well, JB in the V chimes in. We haven't been or won a Super Bowl in 15 years. Maybe it's time to try something a little different. Goody is the worst. He should be the one who stays home. Maybe a little bias in there at the end.
It seems a little problematic.
Stevie chimes in. Can we simplify this? You're the coach. Why aren't you going?
No, I mean, that's pretty good. I just think these are the guys you're going to be coaching against and possibly molding on your own roster, and it's reflective of the relationship in general.
Now, to take this couch analogy to the next level on the Carbless Talking text line, Dave from Aaron says, good analogy, Bradford. I don't care what couch my wife picks out as long as it's light because I'm the one having to move it, i.e., LaFleur is the couch mover.
Yeah, there are certain qualifications you want out of your couch.
Over to the KBN Sports Desk with Detective Strofe or just regular Strofe?
Just regular Strofe. Ben, what does IE mean?
Example.
Yeah, sure.
Remember I did a segment one time where it was like IE blank, IE blank, IE blank.
It's Latin for that is.
Yeah, it's like in addition. Like you're just like adding examples as to why it matters.
You want to give it to him, Kyle? You think you passed?
Well, I thought example was EX.
Yeah, that's more EX.
I don't like when people say IE. I think it's weird.
Here's the issue, Brad. You missed last week. We've now started tracking Ben's word of the week.
Oh, fun!
What do you mean fun?
I think IE is going to.
Did you guys write all of them down?
Yeah, I've got a list.
All right, run through them.
Good.
Let me pull it up quick. 1 second. All right, we've got. All right, here we go. Oh, now it's loading.
So use IE in a sentence, Ben.
You just did.
No, I want him using one now. Create one.
I can't.
Why not? You know how to use it.
Ben uses a lot of.
Why can't you, Ben? Just go use it in a sentence.
All right, so.
There's a lot of fun partners.
I get fixated on the words i.e. hyperbolic, i.e. Fixation.
That's good. That's good.
All right, your list of words I have right now. Last week's word of the week was temper.
Yes, because the Packers need to temper, or fans need to temper the expectations of how much the Packers are going to do in free agency.
I'm sad I missed that one.
The all-time word
bullish.
that inspired this is bullish.
Brad, don't you go laughing too hard now.
2 weeks ago was POM for Prisoner of the Moment. POM,
That's a good one.
P-O-M. Fixation, fixated. Jargon, which I still don't think he knows what it means.
I don't know if you have the full list, because after you read these, we came up with like 4 more of them.
Hyperbolic, you just referenced. Hogwash is one he's used. He calls everybody a Richard.
Do you not know why I have to say that?
No, I'm well aware, but like you love doing it.
I do.
Ingest has recently come up.
Ingest is
that is the list I have right now.
What about hyperbole?
He said hyperbolic.
I feel like there's one in there we're missing. I can't put my thumb on it.
Don't worry, I have a limited vocabulary. It might come out any second now. Congratulations to Jason Wilde. New job.
Yeah, new job.
We'll let him explain it. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
But what I've heard is very nutritious.
I was actually about to ask. This is the last conversation on it. Did you taste it? Come on, did you taste it?
You got to. You got to make sure that it's good and like good for your baby.
Yeah.
I know Jonathan Brust has. I have not yet.
Okay.
I definitely am.
You might as well take a little shot.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Part looking at a pretty good ride. Southbound on 43, just a couple taps of the brakes here and there right through the Marquette interchange. You've got southbound 41 slowing down from just before Hampton all the way down past Capitol Drive. Westbound 94 slowing from 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound is nice and clear. And checking the TMJ for Storm King forecast. Tonight, isolated showers, mild patchy fog with a low of 33. Tomorrow, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, a high of 46. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
How would you like to own a jewelry store? Kessler's Diamonds is an employee-owned company.
And Kessler's is growing. Are you the kind of person we're looking for?
Does it make you happy to make other people happy? Are you a problem solver?
Would you like to wake up every morning knowing that you're going to help a lot of people find joy today?
Kessler's Diamonds is people serving people. Keep in mind that Kessler's is owned by its employees. So let me ask you this. Are you a good enough leader that you can be an owner who leads other owners?
Don't worry, you don't have to know about diamonds. We can teach you about diamonds. But the people we're looking for aren't looking for a job.
Did someone pop into your head just now? Do you think you might know who we're looking for?
Give that person a call.
Send them an email. Tell them to walk into Kessler's Diamonds and say to the person who greets them,
I think I want to work here.
Welcome to Kessler's. A fantastic place to buy jewelry and a wonderful place to work.
For the store nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Bucks fans, join us for our 414 All Nights, a celebration of our diverse fan base where we showcase fan stories and highlight their unique and impactful contributions to our community. Come for the amazing Bucks basketball action. Stay for the recognition of our amazing fan base at our 414 All Nights, where diversity is embraced and every fan is celebrated. Go to bucks.com/impact for dates and details.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channel. Great family film.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
Holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
You heard the big voice, man. Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with the whole crew. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strofe running the show. Is Jason Wilde. Jason, good day and congratulations on the new gig. Tell people where they can find your great writing.
It's called channel3000.com. It's the website for Channel 3, WISC TV in Madison, and unbelievable team over there. It was a pretty nervous couple of weeks when the State Journal first informed me that they were no longer going to cover the Packers. I'm great. Hey, you did a great job. We love what you do, but we're going to focus our resources on the Packers or on the Badgers. So we're not going to cover the Packers anymore. So put me in scramble mode a little bit, and I'm really lucky to land in literally a perfect place for me. Although I am going to do some television work, which, I'm not sure that that's great for their viewers, but I'm certainly excited about it.
Go put the makeup on, huh? Get all cute up?
Cool. No, I'm not. I got to be honest. I'm going to be I'm already hoping that they'll just let me do hoodies like I do as my normal clothing. But I do have a couple of shirts with collars on them, so I'll have to pull them out and wear them. But I appreciate the congratulations, but I've kind of hit that tipping point where I'm really excited and it's awesome and I'm really proud of what we're going to do. And I've already written my first story for channel3000.com, but people do not tune in to ESPN Wisconsin to hear all about my life and my professional changes. So I appreciate you guys asking and being so supportive. And now on with the show and the information people actually want when I come on your program.
Well, Jason, very exciting new chapter in your life, so we are certainly excited for you.
Yeah.
I know. Do you recognize this voice, Jason? It feels good to be back.
This voice from your past.
I know.
It's Tim Mastay, my favorite punter.
Oh, don't you do that. Don't you do that, Jason. I know deep down I am certainly your favorite punter. I want you to admit
certainly
that on
my
air.
favorite punter that punted at a Brookfield High School and then at the University of Wisconsin, yes. Because I think Sam Veit might have you by a nose as former Badgers, too. But you still got a chance. There's still time.
Jason,
to work your way up. But
I don't want to have to do this. I want you to choose Tim Mastay or Brad Nortman right now as your favorite punter. Put it on the spot.
Oh, man, I think my connection's getting fuzzy. I can't really hear you. So I love Brad Nortman, and I'll leave it at that.
Dang!
Wow.
Tim Mastay is his favorite punter.
Yeah.
He talks to you every week.
I didn't say that.
Damn.
That's what I heard.
That's what I heard, too. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, both Tim Mastay and I don't know if he actually went to the NFL Combine. I sure did. But the NFL Combine starts this week, and Jason, I still can't get over the fact that Matt LaFleur doesn't attend. I know that this arrangement is siloed with Goody picking the players and Matt LaFleur being the coach of them. But for an organization that leans so heavily on draft and developed, why wouldn't the guy who drafts, Goody, and the guy who develops in Matt LaFleur both be there together? At a minimum, it doesn't hurt. So why isn't he there?
Yeah, but let's make sure that we're fair to Matt LaFleur here, just as I want to be fair to you as one of my favorite punters of all time.
Double tap.
It's not just Matt. It's all these guys now, and I don't get it either. I really don't. And I was having this conversation, I think it was yesterday, with somebody that works in the building. And I said, look, if this is like, hey, you guys work your tails off. I mentioned to this person that, like, I saw Adam Stenovich, Sydney's last basketball tournament of 8th grade basketball. So we're on to high school basketball next year. And it was, it was kind of a big deal. And I was really, I try to get to absolutely everything I can. You guys know me and how I'm a helicopter parent and how I'm wired. But, like, I saw Adam Stenovich at a tournament a couple weeks ago in Wrightstown, and he and I were talking, and, he said this was the first time he'd seen his daughter play all year. And it was like late January. And I'm like, man, God bless you, because I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. And I'm really lucky that, I do the radio show from the basement. I've got this time where I can write from practices and everything else. And I was just like, man, how do you do it? And, he's got 4 kids, I think. He's like, yeah, it sucks. I try to think of it as I'm giving them a life that I never had growing up. And, obviously the money's great and the cool stuff that comes along with working for the Packers is great, but it's hard. And so the reason I bring that up is because if Matt LaFleur is saying to these guys, hey, you know what, you guys work your tails off. We can get all the video of the interviews that they do with prospects. We get all the video of all the workouts. We can see what we need to see. We've got film upon film upon film of these guys playing the game of football. You guys don't need to go. I'm not going to go. You don't have to go either. Spend that week doing stuff with your family. You guys know me. I'm all in on that, and I would support that. If it's not that, though, like if those guys are still at work every day and they're still doing other stuff, then I don't get it at all, right? Like if it's for work-life balance, count me in, because all that stuff is available. You can watch it at your leisure. But if it's more, well, the coaches don't have much say anyway, and other teams keep most of their coaches home, like I'll be curious. I know my buddy Bill Huber from Sports Illustrated is there for Goody tomorrow. Domofsky did not go, but I'll be curious to know how many NFL head coaches actually still attend the Combine, because I think Matt LaFleur is more likely in the majority than in the minority. So I believe personally that if I was a coach, I would want to be there, because you just never know what little nugget you might get from an interaction with a prospect or with, an agent or whatever it might be. I mean, the show behind the show, not for you when you were there as a prospect, Brad, but like it's all the dinners at St. Elmo's and Ruth's Chris and all those places. That's where like a lot of the conversations happen between coaches and like here's another example. Like maybe next year Jeff Hafley gets a head coaching job and he takes a couple of assistants with him. Matt LaFleur, you never know who you might cross paths with at scouting combine, who might make an impression on you. Maybe you're talking to your next outside, defensive line coach or secondary coach, and you don't even know it because you're not thinking about hiring that person. You're just talking to him at dinner or whatever. So I don't understand it, but at the same time, I don't think we should kill Matt LaFleur for it, because he is definitely not alone.
Talking with Jason Wilde here on Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin.
With Goody being at the draft tomorrow, and typically he does some type of, I don't know if it's a scrum or it's just a general kind of press conference that he has with the media from Wisconsin. But what do you hope to learn this week from Goody speaking to the press?
Do you want Davante Adams or not? I want a clear
good answer.
It's good. Then I'm sure I'll get a very clear-cut answer.
I don't think you're going to get a clear answer, but if you answer the question the way that I think we all want to hear Goody speak.
Right, but again, he also said that, Aaron Jones would be back and that they were going to bring back Davante Adams because he's a Pro Football Hall of Fame level player and all the other stuff. So, again, it's not what they say, it's what they do.
Did he say he wanted to bring Jones back, or did he say we hope to bring him back?
I think when asked if he planned on bringing him back, he said absolutely.
Yeah, he did. He did say that.
Wow. You can plan on that, and plans do change.
That's a pretty big word. Yeah.
Plans change.
Things changed because he gave him a low ball offer, which, again, is a great way to get rid of someone and make it their fault, not yours. Hey, we made him an offer. He turned it down.
Do you think if they do make an offer?
We made Devontae an offer on his way out the door.
How low do you think? Do you think they're going to lowball Devontae? If they do offer him, do you think they'll give a legit, like, competitive offer? Or you think they're going to say, hey, this is the best we can do, but you love Green Bay. You have a chance to win, play with a young quarterback.
Yeah, if they do that, they won't get him.
Oh, so money talk.
Because he is going to have other options.
Yes.
And, I mean, look, if first of all, not to be like crazy conspiracy theorist, like any sort of quarterback might be from time to time, but with the Matthew Stafford thing, the Rams, before they traded for Stafford, they inquired about Rodgers' availability through the proper channels as opposed to the 49ers, who tampered with him, allegedly. But I don't know. You get Aaron Rodgers to be your quarterback in L.A., West Coast. Maybe it's a place that then Devontae becomes more interested in. The Chargers, again, West Coast, really good young quarterback in Justin Herbert. Like, I don't think he's going to be lacking for options. But if the Packers make a competitive offer, and let me just say this, and Devontae has not told me this in our correspondence, but if all things are equal in terms of money, then I like the Packers' chances. If they lowball him, then I don't like the Packers' chances.
So
nobody likes to be lowballed.
Adams.
Just let the process play out, Kyle.
The Packers lowball everybody, I feel like.
Especially in your 30s.
Yeah, Jordy Nelson went through it at the end of the tenure there when he was with Green Bay. But this is a different situation. Jason and I last week went through the pros of why this makes so much sense for them to actually invest money. Jason, we know you got to go, which stinks because I have a question. But we'll see you or talk to you on Thursday.
Perfect. I'm sure you'll remember the question, too. All right, guys.
I did write it down. Thanks, Jason. That's Jason Wilde of Wilde and Tausch. Listen to Jason.
Somewhere to be, huh?
Yeah.
That new job is working hard already. Channel 3000. Hey, 3:30 means 3:30, buddy.
Deadlines are deadlines.
Right.
Tim Mastay or Brad Nortman.
I'm shocked.
He said,
shocked.
damn.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't worked with Tim in what? Tim hasn't been a Packer in over a decade? I don't even know, 5, 6, 7 years?
Yeah, they had a casual locker room relationship, and we have a working relationship that spans years now, and Jason won't even say
now you're in the desperation mode. Yes, Strofe.
Just got to derail for a moment. So I was just curious, as I am going to be participating in my own NFL Combine this week to calculate my relative athletic score.
-1.
Yeah, probably. I am currently watching footage of Brad Nortman at the NFL Combine in 2012.
Please put it on YouTube.
When I figure out how to rip it, I will.
So it was punting, right?
You were punting. There was no one there.
Yeah,
I mean, that's an empty stadium.
It's very strange. A lot of the decision makers are sitting at the 50-yard line. So you got a group of maybe, 50 to 100 people sitting there, but it's 70,000 empty seats, and you're trying to punt there. It's very strange. Very strange.
Well, you did well enough, Bradley. You ended up getting drafted. Speaking of Brad, he'll have his normal Hear Brad Out on Wednesday. But after a trip to Park City, Utah, which none of us listening like Kyle, myself, and Strofe can afford to go to, he has a takeaway. And a Hear Brad Out special edition next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Brad was like, it's the 4-1-4 hour at 4.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like the kid who got picked on the sports team. I was like, oh, you want me? No way. Because all last week, it was so much fun to do that. And I was like, well, I guess it's back to Kyle doing it now. And when you said, want to do it with me? I was like, oh, yeah, let's do it.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, your delays along 41 southbound, stretching basically from just south of Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. So heads up with that. As volume picks up, we are seeing more delays southbound 43 now from Fond du Lac Avenue down over the high-rise bridge. Westbound 94 is backed up out of the Marquette all the way past Mitchell Boulevard. And the eastbound side of 94 looking at delays from 76th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, isolated showers. It'll be mild with some patchy fog, a low of 33. Tomorrow, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, a high of 46. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin's Kyle Wallace for Universal Windows Direct, and they have the Love Your Windows sale going on now. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there's no limit. It's the perfect way to save big. Schedule your free in-home estimate today.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey, ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at TPC Scottsdale, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through February 28th. Your winter chance to play TPC Scottsdale awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Love is in the air at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This February, play to your heart's content in the Love It or Leave It $300,000 game show. Thursday night, you could love your prize or leave it for another. For a chance to cuddle up to thousands in cash and prizes, just play using your rewards card. Get ready to love it or leave it. Only at Potawatomi. Learn more at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
Your taste buds are in luck. The Reuben is back at Cousin Subs. Try this classic sub grilled to order just for you. Stacked with corned beef, Wisconsin Swiss cheese, and sauerkraut topped with Thousand Island dressing and served on rye bread. And our delicious mint shake is back. Both the Reuben and mint shake can be ordered via the Cousins app or online for a limited time only. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
I'm very familiar with Gruber Law offices because they're always out in the community.
Gruber Law offices are known to be honest, hardworking.
They're always involved in our neighborhoods.
Gruber Law offices make our community a better place.
They are the best. For nearly 40 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped people throughout Wisconsin. If you're injured, we're here to help. One call, that's all.
Wisconsin would not be the same without Gruber Law offices.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
It's been the hour of Brad Nortman, who's back with us. Ben Brust alongside substitute teacher Kyle Wallace, Alex Stroh running the show.
Look at them bomb those balls.
On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, Stroh found some exclusive combine coverage of Brad Nortman bombing some footballs. First one that I saw looked like it skyballed, didn't get it good.
Yeah, a little bit of an inside drop due to long steps. Long steps. I was a little bit eager. I was a little bit of anxiety before the punt, so my steps got a little bit away from me.
Then settled in.
On the first one. Then after that, bombed a couple.
For a guy who made it to the NFL, you have quite a bit of anxiety, I see, when it comes to performing. You talked about you couldn't get off a ski lift because you had anxiety of getting off ski lift. Now
that's different.
In competition, it's normal to have, especially at a high level, to have that anxiety because that's when you
Brad
perform.
Nortman.
Yeah, I mean,
now
you're a special weapon. What is it, the secret weapon?
Offensive weapon.
Offensive weapon.
Was.
Oh, wow.
I can excuse away some pre-punting nerves at the combine. I don't have a whole lot to say when it comes to fear of the ski lift, of getting off of it.
Now, I still believe that Brad is out of his mind thinking he'd be a top 5 punter in college football, but that's for another day.
Easily.
Let's hear Brad out, special edition.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
All right, guys. And real quickly, in the ESPN app, it is a push notification. Unidentified team. Did you just get that one, Trophy?
I did, yeah.
Unidentified team submits for the banning of the tush push. It's the Packers.
Oh, just own it. Just own it, Green Bay. And guys, part of Hear Brad Out, my job, that I self-deputized myself to do, is to look around this world and see the ways that people are just going too far.
I'm already out.
Just give him a chance.
Yeah, Strobe, come on.
Dang,
He just got back.
Yeah.
I make
self-deputized?
Yes, that's exactly
I'm
what
out
I
on
did.
this
I
guy.
think you'll actually, I heard a little sneak peek of this one. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so I'm walking around the airport. I go on my plane. It's a two-seater regional jet, right? Cool. 2 seats on each, so it's tight. A little tight.
Cool. Wouldn't be trusting him right now.
I'm sitting in my seat, and what do I see? I see a lady and about a 40 to 50 pound golden retriever walk on the plane.
Cute.
Oh, we love
Walk on the plane. She's about 2 rows behind me and the other side. And I'm thinking to myself, this is not going to end well. She picks up that dog and plops it on her lap. and she's the window seat. And now I see another guy who's a larger set gentleman. He gets to his seat. He looks down at his ticket, looks at it, and he's thinking to himself, "Oh hell no!"
I would have said it out
dog
loud
the whole time.
You would have said, "You said hell no, I ain't doing this."
I don't think you understand. Sometimes I react to things. Like when my food got stolen, Brad, you weren't here.
Yeah.
Somebody just came up to me and told me, I heard you on Monday yell out like a cuss word. I said, yeah. And so I would have got on the plane, I would have looked, and I would have saw my tickets. Oh, hell no. Come on.
So then, Kyle,
man.
this one is. So at that point, I was like, man, that seems like you're really pushing the limits to what the airline is allowing when it comes to service animals. But lo and behold, I get into Chicago.
Wait, first and foremost, how long was that regional jet flight?
That was a 2 hour and 45-minute flight.
Ain't no way.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
What if the dog's got to go?
That's a great
great question.
That's a great
They're
question.
trained.
He might have just gotten settled in next to the gentleman that's sitting in the aisle.
Can you imagine being the owner and the dog got to pee? You just like, oh, let it go. Let it go. It's okay.
Relax. So I thought that this couldn't be pushed any further. But lo and behold, I land in the Chicago airport, and I'm walking to my gate, and there's a woman who's probably 5'4", and she is walking a Great Dane dog.
Oh, my gosh.
That
Great
dog
Dane.
probably goes up to her collarbone. That's how tall that dog is. And had the service dog vest on it. I thought to myself, this is ridiculous. This is completely out of control. We somehow need to rein in this like pet and dog flying with you situation. If you got a little 10-pound little dog that sits in a little basket. Sure, like Strophs. Like, I can start to understand that. But if you are in your 40 pounds, that dog
I got
must have
the
been
average
90
weights
pounds.
of a Great Dane.
Well, a Great
Female 99 to 130, male 120 to 200 pounds.
It was
me.
I know.
It was Strofe walking on all fours. That's what it was. It was absurd. And it leads me to believe, listen, enough's enough. If you got another heartbeat, you need to buy another seat. That is my Hear Brad Out. If you are bringing on something that has a heartbeat, you got to bring another seat. You got to buy yourself another seat because it is an injustice. If I had to turn onto a plane and there's a Great Dane sitting on the lap of the person next to me.
That's massive.
Dude, I couldn't believe. Yes.
Show the cameras.
Kyle looks at a picture of a Great Dane. It was shockingly large. That thing deserved to be in the wilderness, not on an airplane.
I'm going to tell you this right now.
What if that dog loses all of its like that's a big ass dog.
Dude, how do you know how a dog's gonna react on a plane?
Right, for real.
First time the service dog's on a plane, it's 100 plus
that's
pounds.
The last thing that's the last
you.
thing I want is a dog losing itself, sitting next to me. I'm like, ma'am, I don't know what to do. I don't know, drool, especially a big ass Great Dane. They drool everywhere.
Yes.
All in the way.
Oh
they need to stop. This is the executive order we need. Get rid of these damn dogs on these damn planes. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You should not be able to have a Great Dane. That is like
Great Dane.
And the Great Dane gets to ride for free. Like you tell me a 3-year-old can't ride for free, but this big ass dog get to ride for free. I would be so mad. You know what me? I'll pay for a ticket and I look at the Great Dane taking up all the space. That'd be ridiculous. The middle seat.
No, but I'm curious on the Great Dane. Like,
That's impossible.
where did the Great Dane go?
Under
in
the
the plane.
Had to go under
I
the
don't
plane.
think so. How are they going to get it under
the plane?
How
How
do
do
you
you-
walking
They
in the
check it.
terminal
They
with
check it like they check your
gate
bag at the
check?
gate check.
The Great Dane cannot fit on the plane.
Does the
Either
Great
taking
Dane-
up the whole aisle or taking up half the row.
Does the dog go through security?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it
They're
does.
gonna take the collar off and throw it through the thingy and
Just walk.
TSA?
I think
that is
so.
ridiculous.
Hey, dog! All fours, stand there with your. You have to do your arms like
they gotta
this.
take it off the leash for that because the leash is gonna set it off. That's metal.
Yeah, for sure. You probably have to, and that's a risk in itself.
That
You're
is-
unleashing a beast throughout the airport.
Were you in shock? Did you do a double take?
I was already a little bit. Desensitized by the golden retriever coming on.
That's
I was like,
normal.
that is crazy. I saw the Great Dane. I turned around. Like I was like, as I walked by, I couldn't believe it. And the lady with the Great Dane was the tiniest lady. It looked like a horse. It literally looked like a human with a horse.
Brad, you a good one. I would have had to ask somebody working. Is that okay? Is that normal? Where that dog gonna sit
It's just
at?
like this is what happens when you free pets. This is where it ends.
All right, JD and Fondy chimes in. Strofe, I might need you to look this up. Imagine a pony, approved FAA service animal.
That can't be real.
That's why I'm having Strofe look it up.
A pony?
I mean, what's to stop a pony at a Great Dane?
Honestly, it's the truth, though. I mean, if a Great Dane's allowed.
Uh-oh.
No.
Do you have the list of animals?
I will work on that. But the FAA allows miniature horses, aka ponies, to fly as service animals.
Come on. This is it.
You cannot train a pony not to go out of nowhere. A little turbulence, they definitely, and then they poop.
Well, think about that going to the
What's
bathroom.
that sound again?
I'm blown away.
At a minimum,
If I heard that on an airplane, I'm asking him to land this thing. Emergency landing.
Dustin chimes in with Kyle's gripe in a way, and the Carvelous talking text line. I gotta pay extra to check a bag, but the dog flies free.
Right, the dog weighs twice the size. Your bag would be 50 pounds.
That thing's 150 pounds.
50.
That's 3 bags.
You are 1 pound over. They gonna ask you for an extra $50. That's ridiculous. I'll be so mad. So mad.
at a bare minimum, to right this wrong, you must buy an extra seat. You must. You stick that dog
is this
in
the
seat.
best Purebred out ever?
This is makes up for all the bad ones in 2025.
This might be the best one yet.
Yeah. The moment Rob
Heartbeat
leaves.
equals pay for the seat.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's a slogan we can all get behind.
I don't even want to
what
be
are we
on the
doing?
plane. I don't want to be on the plane with a Great Dane.
Yeah.
I legitimately, I don't even want to be. It's just too much. Who knows what can happen?
I would be met with shock and fright. if I saw.
We have a teammate that has a Great Dane. I just I can't wait to go ask her about I don't know a lot about Great Danes.
Huge.
I know they're massive. I've seen pictures of the dog. They're friendly.
Oh yeah, Great Danes are friendly.
I'm reminded how
Until they're
massive
not.
they are.
Yeah,
They're muscular.
Yeah, they're big friendly dogs.
I'm reminded how big they are when I see them. You think, oh, Great Dane is big.
through the
Then you see it,
airport.
and you are the paws are massive. I don't know. It's a shock. It's a shock.
All right, Brad. Good. To hear
Another
Brad out.
heartbeat equals another seat. That's what it is.
I usually just say we need to cut the crap with this dang service animal stuff. That ain't no service animal. That's a pet. It's a difference.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, the hour of Brad continues next. I don't know how, but we're gonna finish the hour of Brad out next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
The comments were so mean, but they also were kind of funny.
Wait, I didn't see the comments.
They said popcorn back in middle school must have been tough.
Please don't pick me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The Green and Gold Championship window is on the clock.
To me, their window is now wide open. From here on out, they have the opportunity to get to the Super Bowl.
The countdown to the NFL draft in Green Bay is on.
Goody has to start figuring out his first-round draft picks. Goody's inability to nail the first-round draft pick is what is keeping this team from being a true Super Bowl contender.
Green and Gold off-season talk right here. 94.5 ESPN and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
You love her twice as much today as the day you married her, right?
Welcome to Kessler's.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. Well, if you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now is the time to turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get 0 interest financing for 12 months and a free shower door with your Lugstone shower remodel. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. Again, that's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at Right Choice Tax Resolution. We have talked with a number of new clients who told us the same story. They had a tax situation and went with one of those national firms with the TV and radio ads. You know the ones. They guarantee they can settle your tax owed for pennies on the dollar. They take a $10,000 fee up front, and then you never hear from them again. We are a local firm and just want to help you resolve your situation so you can get on with your life. Don't let your bank account get wiped out, your paycheck or Social Security get garnished, or a lien put on your house so that you can't sell it or get refinanced. The state can even put a hold on your occupational license. Make the right choice and call 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us today. Schedule a free meeting so we can talk and come up with a solution to solve your situation now. It will not go away if you bury your head in the sand. The first meeting is free. Call now, 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us.
Wisconsin is still cattle country, and that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
That weird Wisconsin weather is here. Snow one day, sun the next. But you can always count on Tsunami Express to keep your car clean. With 6 locations across southeastern Milwaukee, Tsunami Express helps fight that salt, grime, and mud with powerful vacuums and state-of-the-art wash technology. Technology like their best-in-class T2 with graphene for a long-lasting shine and protection. Stop at any Tsunami Express location and get your first wash free when you sign up online at tsunamiexpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Terms and conditions apply. First wash free for new members only.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Miss Polly side, come on over tonight. Told me you don't know your feelings. Can we
on Twitter at KBN ESPN, you can find our poll. We've been asking you at 800-990-3776, the Carvel's Talking text line. Are you irritated, embarrassed, or whatever you feel, insert adjective there, that the Packers were the snitch about the Tush push, potentially banning it in the NFL? Yes, don't be snitching. 35%.
Don't be snitching.
No, snitch away.
Snitch away.
65%.
I'm amazed how many were okay with the snitching.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with getting rid of the Tush push. Being the organization that's rumored to be the one, allegedly per Diana Rossini, as the organization that put in the injunction, soft.
What if it gets voted down? You're not only are you the snitch, but you didn't even get the payoff.
I know Mark Murphy. Mark Murphy ain't raising his hand and saying anything unless he knows.
Did Ben just say injunction?
Did that work?
I don't know. I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was preparing my response, basically. And here's the thing.
An authoritative warning or order. I think it works perfectly.
Yeah, I think it was beautifully spoken.
I actually think you got that right.
Yeah. We're watching a lot of lawyer shows.
For two
Law and
people,
Order or what?
SVU and Suits, all of them.
Ooh, Suits is good.
Suits is a great show. Sorry, Kyle. Go ahead.
He's been preparing his thought for a while.
Go
now,
ahead
so.
and talk about SVU. whatever, in Suits, the great shows. For two individuals I know who would snitch in a heartbeat. And a heart.
That's an accusation I don't appreciate.
Brad, you got snitch vibes all over
you. Both have snitch vibes.
What you mean, me?
Oh, you both would tell in a heart, sing like a bird. I know you sing like a bird. I know how you sing like a bird. I've worked with you for a year. I know if something ain't right, Ben's going to say, all right, I don't know how I'm going to tell somebody, but I'm going to tell somebody eventually. You know, Ben going to sing like a bird, and I know Brad.
But you make it sound like I'm singing out loud.
His best man is literally our boss's boss. He's the biggest snitch.
He is the biggest snitch.
That's big snitch.
If we make him mad, he going straight to the top.
Nah, it ain't about making mad. It's about doing what's right.
See, I think
exactly.
for me,
if there's an injunction, I got to take care of it.
Jesus. I think where I might get in trouble with this argument is I'm a rule follower. So I'd be like, hey, they're not playing by the rules. This isn't how you play football.
Stop doing that.
Brad would definitely, if somebody came up to Brad.
Hey, this isn't right.
If you had to vote on it, Brad, they said, hey, listen, we got to have a vote. You're going to represent the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, 2 votes.
Are you going to vote to ban the tush push, Brad? And we really feel like this is not authentic and true football. What are you voting?
I am voting to outlaw the tush push.
Told you, I already know. Brad would have too.
We all said that we are fine with the rule being outlawed.
I mean, y'all would've
it's the
snitched.
fact that it's the Packers are the one that are rumored as the team,
the whistleblower.
As the snitch.
The whistleblower.
Is it more of a snitch or a whistleblower?
It's more of a whistleblower because they're not doing it for the benefit of themselves. They're doing it as a benefit for the NFL and for the fans.
Whistleblowing is when you kind of have like the moral high ground.
This is the moral high ground. Listen, we've watched for way too long this immoral act of the fact that them using the push of the tush to get first downs and touchdowns.
Calling out the immorality.
The immoral tush push.
That's what it no.
You know what's immoral? Everything that happens in between the lines of a football field.
Yeah, it's pretty egregious.
Yeah, other than punting and kicking. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, that's
well
pretty
said.
clean.
Civilized before the field.
The least barbaric moment is when the ball gets kicked.
I'm proud of that.
Immoral.
I'm proud of that.
To the conversation we had about Brad seeing a Great Dane in the airport as a service animal. That sounds ridiculous saying out loud. It's a 100-pound plus dog.
I wish I was making it up. It was an absolute shock.
Brent from
on all fours.
Brent from Buck and Honeys chimes in. Can we apply this to restaurants too? I've seen a chicken come into a restaurant with a service animal vest.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
That's dark because there's chicken being eaten.
Yeah,
at that
I know.
Restaurant.
Basically, just like witnessing his brothers and sisters and his cousins getting eaten on the plates.
You know what's
I
evil?
wonder if he can recognize that.
No, probably not. You put something in front of chicken, they just pick. I bet you chickens aren't eating chicken.
If you put chicken in front of
chicken
chicken
cannibal?
What eat it?
Chicken cannibal?
You put eggs in front of chickens, they eat
Definitely.
eggs. Oh, yeah.
Chicken cannibals.
They don't know. They don't know.
They don't know any better.
If they put... Never mind.
They don't know it's immoral.
Like the tush push?
You think chickens,
Like the immoral tush push?
you think chickens are like the authority on morality?
They're definitely
I
not.
don't know. It's still sad.
That should be a violation.
Especially if they're that stupid. If that's stupid, you don't want to like put them in a situation where they're eating their own flesh.
that feels dastardly.
If somebody put something in your face, you didn't know what it was, and they lied and said, no, it's just ground beef. Fresh ground beef.
Oh my God. That is
You've been watching too much Dahmer.
Yeah.
That is disturbing.
Did you know those
Speaking of
glasses,
disturbing-
those glasses are making a comeback?
Speaking of disturbing, by the way, I saw that they let somebody with the nickname Cannibal out of the he's out free 9 years.
Wait, who?
In Philly or something, somewhere out east.
Wait, who?
Somebody's got a nickname of being a cannibal. And like he's out free right now.
Wait a minute. He
Hold on.
got released?
What do you mean?
Released.
You don't.
He's out. He's been found to eat people, and he's out eating.
You can't rehabilitate cannibalism.
He's hungry.
That man is hungry. Talking about 9 years just looking at meat that you want to eat every day. Every day.
They let him out.
They let him out. And then they're going to be surprised.
I mean, we're on immoral, so I was going with more immoral.
We got pretty immoral pretty quick.
6 months from now,
Now
It
that
does smell like food in here still.
Now it does
What is
smell
that?
Okay, it smells really good. in
Brad,
here.
you started to smell really good.
yeah, there we go.
It's Brad.
We go from the
Brad.
Packers snitching on the push to the true immoral high ground of a cannibal.
Well, let's start with Kyle. Kyle started with the immoral tush push as well.
Yeah.
It is.
Good to have you back, Brad.
Yeah, it's good to
Wally
be
and
back.
Corey
Wow.
and Beaver Dam are next. Jim, Matt, and Molly and
I
Madison.
wonder how Wally's feeling today.
The sore. The 414 hour at 4 with Kyle. It's Kyle's hour next. 2 minutes.
Radio plays what they want you to hear. Tell me it's cool. I just don't believe it. Sell out with me, oh yes.
Well, your delays along 41 southbound, stretching basically from just south of Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. So heads up with that. As volume picks up, we are seeing more delays southbound 43 now from Fond du Lac Avenue down over the high-rise bridge. Westbound 94 is backed up out of the Marquette all the way past Mitchell Boulevard. And the eastbound side of 94 looking at delays from 76th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard as well. And checking the TMJ4 storm team forecast tonight, isolated showers. It'll be mild, some patchy fog, a low of 33. Tomorrow, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, a high of 46. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN. Drum roll, please.
Carbliss is here with refreshing new flavors. Introducing their Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. Let the summertime flavors of blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, and grapefruit whisk you away from the winter blues. New flavors, same great Carbliss perks. Every handcrafted cocktail still has 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories. Find the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack in store wherever Carbliss is sold and enjoy your winter passport to paradise. Grab a pack today and discover why Bliss is more with Carbliss.
The pulse of the Milwaukee Bucks, straight from a Bucks legend.
Can't get it off. Marcus Johnson will, though. Can't leave him alone for a 12.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson on Bucks Plus. Marcus and his son Chris offer a weekly beat on Bucks basketball. Get your questions answered and hear from the biggest names in basketball. Find Here District with Marcus Johnson at bucks.com/plus on the Bucks app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
We them boys.
To really bring us back in today, you know what, Bradley? I need you to give me the best 414 hour you can get for your arrival back to the show after a long layoff.
Oh, boy. Here we go. It's the 414 hour at 4 on KBN.
Welcome back, Bradley.
It's good to be back.
I like it. He's been.
Who's been? Who's been?
I like it.
He's Brad Nortman. I'm Ben Brust alongside Kyle Wallace. Alex Strope's running the show.
You're a big dumb idiot.
800-990-3776 is where you, KBN Nation, can hit us on the Carbliss Talk and Text line. Lists is more. And see us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Now, roles have changed here. Roles have changed. Kyle, I'm scared to do this for the record, might I add. I have written down on my plans here for the 414 hour at 4. Mm-hmm. Kyle's going to read a statistic.
Okay.
Usually that's a Brad Nortman job.
Yeah, Brad. While you were gone, I took up this thing called statistician, and I was just being a statistician while you were gone.
Statistician.
I said what I said, statistician. What is it called?
Statistician.
Stat who?
There's another S in there. Statistician.
I said statistician.
Well, that's not right.
Well, I said what I said.
Why?
Losing credibility as a statistician.
Which is why I said
Statistician.
I'm sending it to Kyle to read statistics.
Statistician is such a weird word. I like
That's
statistician.
the word, though.
I like statistician.
But we all agree that
like
English is our
statistician.
language, and therefore we should speak it.
Statistician Kyle coming out here. And when I looked at the stats that I broke down was the Green Bay Packers. See, as Packers fans, we seem like we're upset and disappointed every year. Oh, the Packers aren't winning the Super Bowl. The Packers can't do this. I am one of the crybaby Packers fans that are upset at the end of the year. But today, as I was strolling on the socials and medias, I saw there are 5 teams that have the best winning percentage over the last 5 seasons. You know what the top 5 teams are? The Philadelphia Eagles, the Baltimore Ravens, the Green Bay Packers at number 3 with 54 wins, the Bills at 61 wins, and the Chiefs at 66 wins. And so I have come to the conclusion from this, is that yes, we Packers fans are truly spoiled. We should be happy and satisfied with the fact for the last 5 years, our team consistently is competing for championships. Do you know how many organizations dream? They dream of moving on from a GOAT, moving on from a legend like Aaron Rodgers onto another quarterback, and you don't miss a beat. We are living a dream of NFL fans that very few get to live. We are one of the best organizations in the NFL. We are going to break through. That's what we're waiting for, is to break through. But you look at the Ravens, guess what? Lamar Jackson hasn't broken through. Jalen Hurts just broke through, and Josh Allen has not broken through. Winning is the goal, baby. We want to win championships, but I like cheering for victories, and the Packers give me a lot of victories to cheer for, more than
You
most
sound
teams
like
in the
Mark
NFL.
Antanasio's brother or friend. You guys must hang out. Are you happy that the Packers are giving you lifelong memories of having great times in the fall at Lambeau Field?
I'd rather be the Packers than the other teams.
My thing is as I was listening to Kyle and looking at him, I was like imagining somebody with one of those like caps on their head with like wires going into it and like just literally like green and gold juice flowing into his head. Mark Murphy and Goody had him in a lab and just was like, if we could program the perfect Packer fan that we would love to keep putting money in our pockets, it's Kyle Wallace. He's going to be disappointed at the end of the season. By no less than 3 weeks later, after the Super Bowl ends and we realize that we didn't win another Lombardi, he's going to be telling us it's the greatest thing in the world to be a Packer fan, despite the fact they haven't been to the Super Bowl in 15 years.
Yeah.
That is what you are. Kool-Aid brainwashed, my friend.
I'm not Kool-Aid brainwashed. I'm actually just living in a world that every team can't win every year.
See, and you're accepting it and just moving on and just being like, you know what? Let's just go through the offseason, and you might get mad and whatever and emotional, but then after the Super Bowl again, we'll be hearing the same thing on February 24th, 2026 if they don't win a Super Bowl.
You're right.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It's
12
great.
wins next year.
You know, it's like a movie that starts off really well, but it's got a bad ending. You know, you get through 80% through the movie, and the movie just, it's unsatisfying and it falters at the end. That's what I feel like the Green Bay Packers are. You can't fault them for not having an awesome battle scene in the middle of it. That's memorable. That deserves to put them on the top of the list. But give me a happy ending every once in a while when it comes to the Packers finishing the job and actually getting a Lombardi trophy, right? Because until then, you just look at the seasons and you don't say the last 5 seasons were super memorable, do you? They weren't memorable seasons.
No, I mean, the 2023-2024 season, it wasn't a happy ending, but it was a fun season. It was a great roller coaster.
But then you took a step.
No, they didn't take a step back. They just did. The Packers were not good enough. We know that. That's just what it is. The Packers were not good enough.
Which is taking a step back. Based off the fact that you had projected that they would go to an NFC Championship last year, and they're disappointed, which means they took a step back. They won a playoff game, and then they didn't this year. They took a step back. It doesn't matter what the division was. You were in the playoffs last year. You were supposed to build off momentum. There's a lot of stuff that happened, but they did not take a step forward.
You lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion, and you actually in
the regular season, you were very proud of what they did against teams better than them.
They need to be better against top quality teams and opponents. I agree with that, but overall, when I look at it, a team that won 11 games and a team that consistently makes me happy on Sundays, I have 54 wins to 30 losses. That means 54 of my Sundays, Thursdays, Mondays are usually ending with a smile. And you know what? I'll take that.
That is like literally the Mark Antanasio quote.
That is.
They have
enjoy
you.
the ride.
They have you. They just have you coming back for more. Buy
a Super Bowl.
Buy a ticket, go around again, and just call it a day.
Would you rather have been the Broncos or the Green Bay Packers of the last 20 years?
How many Super Bowls do the Broncos have?
They won 1.
And so do the Packers.
1-1. So who would you rather be, the Broncos or the Green Bay Packers?
But we're not comparing to better. Shouldn't you take a step up? Why are you doing?
How about the Giants and the Packers?
Sure. Who would
the
you rather
Giants
be?
won 2 Super Bowls, but they have big lulls in between.
As Packers fans, of course you want to win the Super Bowls. That's the goal. But, I mean,
Over the last 20 years, would you rather have been 2-time Super Bowl champion Giants fans or 1-time Super Bowl champion Packer fans?
I don't think I can handle losing like the Giants have. I mean,
but they have some of the most memorable moments of the last 20 years.
I mean, it's hard for me to not say Super Bowl, but I'm telling y'all this right now. The Packers went 9-8, and they were 3-6 at the moment, and we were just struggling.
All right, so
struggling.
We've heard from Kyle Wallace on his stance of, hey, I saw the stat. I'm a statistician. I'm saying
statistician.
I'm saying it the correct way. Statistician, whatever you are.
Whatever you want to say. They know what you're talking about.
The Packers are top 5 in wins over the last 5 years, and now you have justified in your brain that everything is whoop-de-doo, everything's great. Alex Strofe, true Packer backer. You can hold them accountable, unlike Kyle. Tell me how you're feeling.
Yeah, according to Kyle, I think we should actually, let's just move on from Rashawn Gary and not replace him.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Shut up. Oh, shut up.
Let's
no, let him speak. You had your time.
Stupidity. I apologize,
you know what?
KBN Nation.
Statistically, Malik Willis, in terms of mathematically, and you're a statistician, he won more games he played in than Jordan Love did. Mathematically, so Malik Willis actually should just be the starting quarterback if we want to win regular season games. Joe Barry
should have just kept him.
Yeah, we should just bring him back. Actually, I think
we're just satisfied.
Okay. Devontae Adams, who? Right? Why would we BBD?
Let's just run it back.
Yeah, let's just run it back.
Receivers with the highest drop rate in the NFL
all are such extremists. I am simply pointing out the goal is to win a Super Bowl,
and they haven't achieved the goal.
But
at
the end of the day, I would rather have a team that gives me shots year after year after year that is consistently making me happy. Would y'all rather a team be 3-10 and then not win a Super Bowl? Would rather a team win 54 games?
Yeah,
no,
crazy.
I want to win Super Bowls, but I also
Kyle
want to keep
Athanasio Wallace.
2020 lost in the NFC Championship game to the Buccaneers.
Yeah,
2021 lost in the divisional round to the 49ers.
As the number 1 seed off a bye.
2022
no playoff.
didn't make
Detroit
playoffs.
Lions at home in your building on their ascend knocked you out.
So 2023
Aaron Rodgers is gone, a new quarterback comes in.
7 seed win a playoff game. 2024 losing the wild card.
I'm telling you, I want
Why
a Super
is
Bowl.
that satisfactory for you?
I want to win a Super Bowl. Don't get it twisted.
Doesn't seem like it. Paul from Milwaukee chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. Kyle's officially not a super fan of the green and gold.
If you could take one of those years, whatever, 2020, 2021, the Packers win the Super Bowl, but all the rest of the years they're below 500. Would you take that?
I mean, yeah, I would.
Weren't you just making a case that
I thought you're in the best place ever.
You guys are trying to make it two different things, though.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. You said yourself the goal is to win a championship.
I want to win a Super Bowl. No, because I want to win a Super Bowl.
Do you? It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like you just want to eat popcorn in the stands.
No, I want to win a Super Bowl, but I also want to be good at the same time.
I think what's happening is Kyle is realizing what he's saying is stupid.
I think so, too.
And he's smiling.
All right, well, you know what? The Packers,
and now he's going to get pouty for some real Gen Z energy.
No, when the Packers win one Super Bowl and they go 10 years without winning, being bad, being worse than the Bears, and Strofe is over here complaining, which you need to put on some Bear stuff, by the way.
See, now he's reached the lash out stage of the segment.
Lash out stage. We need to get shape. You need to go digging for that dang box in your backyard.
Oh, that's true.
The snow's on the ground.
No, the snow's
out right now.
Yeah, the snow is melted.
It's 51 degrees.
What do you mean,
now.
You knew when you woke up.
Okay.
Go
Look
do
what
it
he's
tonight.
doing. He realized he had the worst take ever, and he is just throwing it all at us.
I'll come over after the show and help.
A lot of poop on the ground. You got to make sure you don't wear anything that you don't want shoes to get poop on.
There was a lot of poop on when we buried it.
He doesn't pick up poop in his backyard.
What's up with all the poop in the backyard?
He's a bad dog.
When's the last time you picked up poop?
No, I did some when it was like really frozen because I knew I could just like grab my garden glove things and just start grabbing those things.
That didn't answer the question at all.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
God, you have 2 dogs?
And you have 2 dogs.
There's a lot of poop back there, boys. Actually, I'm going to send you a video tonight.
When you're digging out the time capsule?
It is. No, it's worse than landmine. It's like ants.
Ben,
what does your fiance say about this?
She doesn't go out there.
Ben, focus.
Yes.
Time capsule.
Yes.
The NFL season is over.
Yes, I know. I'm supposed to unbury it out of my backyard.
Right now.
I know exactly where it is. Far pole.
Excuse me.
3 poles in.
It is 53 degrees right now.
Ooh, it's almost 60.
That does not mean in one day that the ground unfroze.
Right, but we talked to that dude who said when it snows, it actually softens up the ground. So now it's going to melt, and you're going to have an opportunity.
It's nice and wet for you.
If you come over tonight, I will dig it up.
Okay, I do have to go to the grocery store, and I go to the grocery store in that neck of the woods, so I am in.
You go to that grocery store in that neck of the woods, huh? You got a special place you go?
I had to go to a special place that.
Why do you keep calling it a special place?
No,
it's a
Friats.
grocery store.
Oh, I do like that bougie one.
It's a little bougie. They've got great frozen dumplings.
Anytime I walk
good
in,
selection of flowers as well.
when I walk into work with that bag, I feel good. I feel bougie.
I think my fiance shops there.
Oh, she's bougie then, huh?
I just go right to the local one because it's easy and quick.
I am surprised you go so far out of your way, Strove.
It's only 10 minutes
for a little bouginess, but yeah, isn't there things that are?
But then I got to go to there's a retailer or big.
How did we get off the fact that Kyle had the worst take ever to start the segment?
It's not even worth acknowledging.
You're right. It's so bad.
It's so bad.
It's so bad that like
so
winning the games.
I like winning, but I don't. I like winning enough just to be satisfied.
No. So what you guys are saying?
You're you're Kyle Antanasio Wallace.
So what you're saying is, if the Packers win one Super Bowl, how long do they have until we get on their case about not winning another one? Because you get a 10-year grace period. Nope, you don't, because I know you're on Scouts on Brust within the 10 years the Packers winning the Super Bowl, talking crazy about the Packers and talking crazy about Matt LaFleur.
You don't act like you listen to our show. You don't know what we said.
Wait, what do you mean?
You don't even listen to our shows now on ESPN Milwaukee.
Still, you get 10 years?
Gotta say it.
You said 10 years. So you mean to tell me the Packers won the Super Bowl this year, then we're not worried, they're one and whatever. It doesn't matter. You guys won't care. That's what you're saying?
It's not that we won't care. It's just
Kyle,
you still
I'm
get
not saying I
you
don't
can
care.
still be critical without losing sight of what the actual goal is.
I'm saying
he can't. He doesn't know how.
Green Bay
He's
Packers,
Mark Murphy's grandson.
No, the glass half full is looking at that no, not my grandpa.
Wow.
So
I'd love to know that family tree.
And so listen, Packers fans, we got it good.
I'd rather you tell me
we got it good.
I'd rather you tell me about 3 Tree.
Oh, that's right. I'd love to tell you about my friends at 3 Tree because they are the best in the business when it comes to marketing merchandising, particularly because if you are welcoming new teammates or business partners or doing any special gifting or onboarding kits, man, 3 Tree Marketing dominates when it comes to telling your brand. Actually, ironically, I'm wearing 3 Tree Marketing socks right now, and they feel unbelievable. That is what 3 Tree does. 3 Tree will take whatever product, whatever gifting you're trying to do, and they will elevate it to tell your brand story, because that's what marketing is all about. 3 Tree is the best to showcase what your brand is all about, help you think outside the box, and become an extension of your team. 3 Tree Marketing can do that and so much more for your company and your brand, so just set an appointment today at 3treemarketing.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show.
Do you think...
Nope. I did something bad.
Oh, what a surprise.
Okay, that was rude. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Do you wash your shins in the shower? We shower from hair to kneecap. The rest can drip down our legs to our feet.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it does work that way.
What does the poll say?
34% don't wash their shins.
That is shockingly low. KBN Nation, you're better than that.
Yeah, it sounds like we have a lot of disgusting human beings on this planet.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Southbound on 41 got some backup south of Hampton down past Capitol Drive. Southbound 43 is also going to be a little bit backed up from Fond du Lac Avenue down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Westbound 94, watch for delays from just before 27th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound slowing down coming out of the stadium interchange to about 35th Street. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. They know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, isolated showers, mild patchy fog, a low of 33. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and mostly sunny, a high of 46. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Will Myles Garrett be in Green Bay next season?
You add a Myles Garrett without giving up a ton, all of a sudden now you start looking, well, then they got Edger and Cooper at the next level. Oh, and then they got Xavier McKinney at the next level. Oh. The Packers have an opportunity here to make the big splash, and I think they should go and do it.
Stay up to date on all your Packers off-season news with Wilde and Tush. Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel.
Love is in the air at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. This February, play to your heart's content in the Love It or Leave It $300,000 game show. Thursday night, you could love your prize or leave it for another. For a chance to cuddle up to thousands in cash and prizes, just play using your rewards card. Get ready to love it or leave it. Only at Potawatomi. Learn more at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
She's different and special and loaded with personality.
And there's one more thing, but you can't explain it in words. She's the one.
She's the one.
The one. You know it.
Your friends know it.
The whole world knows it.
We curated a special selection of engagement rings for her.
Can you guess what we call it?
We call it the One Collection by Kessler's.
Because these engagement rings are different.
And special.
And loaded with personality.
And one more thing. But you can't explain it in words.
Engagement rings in the One Collection start at just $725.
But some of them are more.
A lot more.
But we've got you covered.
First, we have 12 months financing at 0%. Or
second, we have 36 months financing at 9.99%, both with approved credit.
Third, we have second chance financing if you need someone to give you a second chance.
And don't forget the Kessler's warranty.
The strongest warranty of any jewelry store in the world.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Be the MVP of gift giving with a Milwaukee Bucks gift card. From exhilarating Bucks experiences to unforgettable Fiserv Forum events, your gift card recipient can score tickets to Bucks games and other events through the Ticketmaster box office. Shop exclusive gear at the Bucks Pro Shop or get a favorite snack at Fiserv Forum's concessions. It's a win-win gift that lets them choose their experience. To purchase a gift card, visit bucks.com/giftcards.
An infrared sauna in your house? Turn that dream into a reality with Good Health Saunas. ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here. My infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas has changed my life. An easy-to-install sauna that's great for post-workout, travel, or long-day detoxification. Using Good Health Saunas can help reduce stress, improve circulation, and make your skin glow. You can see the variety of sauna options for yourself at goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen, and you can get $500 to $800 off your purchase. That's goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You got me brainwashed, you got me so lost, you got me fucked up like you got me drugged up, you got me undone.
Strofe, what's my record on best bets? I know that Michigan lost.
Oh, wow, did they?
So Kyle continues to be a wizard.
Yeah, Kyle's 8-0. You're 5-3.
Man, I should.
No. I was 6-2. I'm 6-3.
6-3.
6-3.
Yeah.
9-0 actually, Kyle.
Whenever he picks,
he decides to fade or follow.
Yeah.
Which he doesn't actually bet.
But that's
He's
amazing,
been perfect,
though.
You see what he just said? He decides to fade. I literally last week I gave you a breakdown of why I was fading it.
You know what? I'll admit
It's pretty spot on.
that was a bad best bet because I was biased.
Yeah, and I told
And Michigan State plus 3.5 was value
at home. Michigan State was at home.
No, they were not.
Oh, they're on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't know that information.
All right. Well, then this totally goes out the window. He was just lucky again.
No,
but
I
I just wanted to get
lucky.
I wanted to get to Potawatomi Casino Hotel because if we're pumped. Strofe and I we took over the radio station, talk college hoops one time, and the best players get to shine on the court to chase that trophy. And you know where that magic's going to happen? Potawatomi Sportsbook is your place to catch all the high-flying action with a massive video wall, 2,000-square-foot video wall. Sports betting kiosks. Use my rewards point for that over Brewers bet, let me tell you that much. Excellent drink specials and more. It's a basketball fan's paradise. Let me tell you, I'll be reserving a table one of those days.
Are we at Pato next month?
We're gonna be there, Kyle. We're gonna be there,
can't wait.
and I'll continue to be there for the weekly wager from 6 to 7 on Wednesdays. Bet above the rest only at Potawatomi. So I was over at some friend's house, and it was like a 3:30 to 6 o'clock thing.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, like because the way we're Nortmanized when it comes to the baby.
Good for you.
Very regimented.
Yes.
Baby sleeps from 7 to 7, and she's been awesome and helps us function. So what I didn't plan on was eating dinner there. I was like, if it's 3:30 to 6, I don't think you plan on dinner, do you?
Unless it wasn't.
I don't think it was spelled out.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I'm not expecting to eat dinner at 5 o'clock.
So it was probably 5:30 or whatever, which is fine. Right before, it was kind of a dine and dash type of thing. After being there a while, and the kids were playing and whatnot, and all right, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start dinner, and they had 4 pieces of salmon.
Oh, salmon! I like
delicious.
Guess who's never had salmon before?
You've never had salmon before?
Me. And guess who isn't really a big fish guy? Me.
Wait,
and then instead of rice, it was like a white bean artichoke side. So now I got now I got white bean artichoke salmon with the Mediterranean sauce. I'm not a Mediterranean guy.
Whose house were you at?
Besides the point here.
Well, I mean, that's important because who decides to get artichoke bean?
Yeah,
white bean and artichoke.
This is very specific menu.
Yes.
This isn't Scalzo, is it?
No.
And they didn't even ask?
Nobody knows the people.
Do we?
No. So
Why you keep playing with your nose? I feel like you're lying.
Yeah, you're touching your face. You're working way up the high line.
Yeah.
The high face line.
Nobody knows.
I had itch on my nose. It wasn't Scal's. If I was going to Scal's house, he would have like bolognese or something, meat and potatoes, because he knows I'm a meat and potatoes guy. So it wasn't Scal's. That's my dad coming out of me. I'm a meat and potatoes guy, meat and potatoes.
Well, that's how your dad talks, like he's in the mafia.
I mean, he's got a little mafia swag to him. And like I said, my grandpa was a Chicago cop. He comes on that long line of, a little crooked cop. Yeah. That's my family.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Boom, boom. Love him. So anyways.
I'm actually still hung up on who buys these ingredients.
Well, no, it was like they cooked it all.
Who goes to the store and goes, you know what sounds good tonight?
Salmon with white bean and artichoke with a Mediterranean sauce for the salmon.
Wow. Lovely, delicate.
Now, my fiance absolutely loved it, but I don't eat fish. And so before they cooked, I was like, nah, I'm good. Like, you don't have to make one for me. Like, and if you make it, like, would you have it tomorrow? They're like, no. So, like, they basically bullied me into, like, having it.
How was it?
So what'd you do? Did you man up and eat it?
I had, salmon, it's kind of like a little, like a curve, like almost like a stock curve sometimes. It's, like, really flat, and then it goes, whoop, there's a big hump.
Yeah, yep, it's wavy.
I basically just ate the small part.
Oh, so you didn't really want to try it?
No.
Did you
I had plans to get pizza and buffalo chicken tenders from the local establishment by the bar that Alex frequents.
No,
great pizza, and they have
I was there last night.
They have great buffalo chicken tenders that I was just in the mood for.
Yeah, that is a good place.
You talking about Dairy Queen right now?
No, the place next to it, in which
between.
I did order some Dairy Queen DoorDash to my house after that pizza and buffalo wings. Let me tell you, I was sure hungry, and I wasn't hungry for some Mediterranean fish.
You DoorDash Dairy Queen?
Yeah,
that's like crazy.
Did it stay good?
Stayed great.
Wow.
Yeah, stayed great. Had he played by this DoorDasher, gave him a tip for this. They put it not on my porch, but they took a picture of it just off my porch in the snow.
Oh, that's a
DoorDash play right there. And I tried standing up for myself as Cody chimes in. Stand up for yourself. You eat what you want. You're a man.
Well,
but it's inconsiderate.
You're a guy.
I had to do it, right? I had to at least try it.
And you didn't like it?
I did not like it.
I think
So
so.
when
Like
did you
salmon tonight.
finish
That
it?
sounds lovely.
Yeah, salmon's delicious.
Why didn't I finish it? Because I still have my eyes on the prize, which was the pizza and the chicken
Ben,
tenders.
I just want you to know you're childish.
Yeah,
you're
you suck.
childish.
Yeah,
You're childish.
that's bad.
And now the white bean and artichoke.
Am I supposed to finish the whole plate?
No,
What is
you
white
at least
bean
the
and
salmon.
artichoke? What is white bean and artichoke?
I'm looking at it, and
It's not a dip. It's just white beans cooked and like cooked artichoke.
Well, artichoke salad. It looks.
You don't
disgusting.
you don't know what you're looking at though. No, that kind of it.
That's what I'm saying. It looked very bland. But I know that salmon was probably delicious.
The salmon.
And you acted like a child who didn't want to try something for the first time. And even though
I wanted to eat what the kids had. The kids ate before us, and they had chicken tenders from the freezer.
No, Ben, you need to.
And as I was feeding my little girl some chicken tenders, guess what I did, Kyle? I had some of those chicken tenders. I didn't want the salmon.
Took your girl's chicken
Well,
tenders?
she didn't. She was gonna eat all the chicken tenders.
You don't know that. You don't. She probably was like, "Daddy, stop." Stop! Now I'm hungry.
Why are you eating all my chicken
You're right.
tenders?
You're gonna have that bean artichoke dip salad, whatever the heck you had. But you need to grow up because one thing we would go to your wedding and Strofe won't be there, but Brad and I will be. I don't plan on eating chicken fingers as my main meal. It's true. I'm sorry, man. You're not on a list. It is what it is.
I have a task. I know we've been talking about this stupid. I know we've been
talking about what? What?
Talking about the stupid what?
I know we've been talking about this wonderful wedding that's happening on August 22nd a lot.
I'm gonna dump that.
But I have.
Did you just refer to your own wedding as stupid?
No, he did not.
From an on-air standpoint, we were talking about my stupid wedding. You know, people are like, "Oh, Ben's stupid wedding, ha ha ha."
Good job.
I'm not sure anyone said that, but
Good recovery.
Good recovery. Did I nail it?
You know,
Did I save myself?
I mean,
Big save and a butte.
now that you spelled out that you saved yourself, I don't think you saved yourself, but you had it prior. Yeah.
I was given the directive that I need to have all the addresses for the save the date by Wednesday night.
You have my address.
Yeah, you have
though.
mine too.
I don't know where I have your guys, and
I'll
you'll
text
know.
you
You'll know. Hang on. I'll be reaching out to people I need addresses for.
oh, wow.
So
Is this you reaching out?
No, this is not me reaching out. This is me telling you
This
that
is
if
the
you're on
moment.
the list for the save the date, I will be reaching
This
out.
is the moment of truth. I'm nervous.
I'm
nervous.
I
Can
want
you
you
just
to know.
hand deliver it? We see you every day.
No, I want to to my house, man. That's prestigious.
No,
I like that.
That's not how. That's not how the Brust.
There's an
does it.
envelope and there's a script to it.
We had to
and
take
all.
pictures for it in 10-degree weather.
No, it's
Like,
great to get in the mail. Just so you know, I have 2 other weddings in August, and I have literally blocked off. I'm not taking a vacation.
Are you already giving an excuse to not go?
No. I'm saying I'll have a wedding the 9th of in the month of that you have your wedding.
August, fine.
August, and then the day of your wedding, I have
my wedding.
Yeah, your wedding, I have
Our wedding.
Are you aware that I submitted PTO for that date last year?
Oh, good God.
You did not.
I did it on the air.
Well, I
Remember?
guess
And
we
it
have
got
a-
approved.
Well, make
here's
sure
the thing:
you put
is
together a
you
best of
can cancel it. I just canceled Friday when I was supposed to be driving to St. Louis.
Why would I cancel it?
Because you don't know if you're getting invited, and I'm not here to be. I'm just telling you, I've been tasked with getting the address.
Well, I'm booking my whole my summer. I can't take a trip in August because 3 of the weekends I have a wedding, and I said
so you'd be happy not to get the invitation.
No, I want the invitation. I've already scheduled my trips, and it's around.
So he's
your
taking
wedding.
PTO. You schedule around my wedding.
Yeah.
Brad, you're just being a normal person waiting for the text for the address.
That's right. That's right.
Do you need my address?
You don't have an address.
Right.
That's true. You still don't technically have an address.
What's your mama address? Send it there.
Yeah, I was sending it over to Denmark.
Not quite, but yeah.
So
wow.
So you will be sending one though.
I don't know.
Will we have Will fish be an option?
Wait, are you still deciding on the guest list?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
To the literal
Like
final
11th hour.
They had to cut people, right?
Like this is we're 6 months away. Like we're way behind on not a lot of things, just the guest list. It's been
Well, save the dates typically come like a year in advance.
No,
no.
they come
We've
6
looked
to 8 months.
9 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And we're
6 to 9. You're looking for there?
Yeah, 9 to 6 months.
So you're saying that you have a list. and
We
people need
have an
to get
A
cut.
list and a B list right now, and we're trying to figure out
cuts
based
need to
off
occur over
based
the
off the
next
based off
48
the
hours.
capacity. I'm going to finalize the list with my
Do you have a
fiance.
C list?
Wow.
No
Like,
C list.
If you have a lot of no's, do you have an emergency C list?
No, there's no.
So are me and Brad higher than Strofe on this B list?
That's actually a really good question.
You guys are the top of the B list,
All
but it doesn't mean that you're not going to be moved to the A list as I'm doing my final cuts.
Wait a minute, A list. So wait, how does
Wait,
somebody
hold on.
make
You
the
didn't
A list
answer
to
the
get cut?
question. Hold on, you didn't answer the question. He asked if him and Brad were higher than me, or are we all in the same area?
I mean, technically, based off the spreadsheet, they are higher than you.
All right.
Okay, I'm right
about those odds.
Does it literally go Brad, Kyle, Strofe? Or
Since
Kyle,
you're
Brad,
so
Strofe?
curious about the exact order, I could pull it up and show you.
If it gets
Brad,
to,
Kyle, Strofe.
If it gets to literally 4 spots, what would happen? Are we all for one for all?
Hell,
4
no.
spots. You guys are 6 people.
I know what I'm
Me,
saying.
baby
Like-
girl, Brad, and Lexi.
Yeah.
Strofe, I'll send you pictures. It's okay. My Snapchat works well. We're friends on the Instagram. I'll be on my story. Check my story. I'm like, hey,
in the case,
KBN Nation, what's happening?
In the case we're not invited, we should be offended, right?
I think so.
Spend more time
Actually,
with him than his
would you?
fiancé
Why?
does.
Like, I actually genuinely am curious as I'm going through the cutting process by Wednesday. eyes closed.
Ben, I spend more time with you than I spend with my girlfriend.
I get it, but it's been a short. It's been a short period of time. It's only been a year and a half.
Yeah, you do need to keep in mind the grand narrative
that's
of life.
true.
You haven't even been with us for a year
I'm
yet.
glad I'm not getting married anytime soon because this seems stressful.
But honestly, the older you get, the harder this becomes.
Yes.
Because he's lived many walks of life.
Right. So, like, you've got all the Madison invites when you played there or went to college there. You've got Chicago.
I'm actually
going
like
up.
cutting. This sounds horrible. Like some teammates that I just don't keep is in touch with.
Yeah.
Just part of the game.
It's a tough. It's a
tough.
cutthroat process.
It is
man.
cutthroat.
You and Goody, man. You and Goody, you are the modern day Goody.
Except I got good first round draft picks for this draft. I got first round draft
I actually
picks.
feel for you. This sounds horrible.
It is. I'm miserable. I'm like checking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
you think you missed
photos.
anybody?
Yes.
Are you playing the empathy card?
Every text message.
To try to get an invite.
Oh, damn.
He's playing the empathy
got
card.
He just smiled when he said that.
He got you.
Yeah, I actually feel bad for you.
He got you.
I do feel bad for
No,
you.
you
The
don't.
big day
No,
wins.
I legitimately do. This sounds awful.
It is awful. Why do you think I have band, we have photography, we have venue, we have everything. Rehearsal dinner, hotel, everything. The list is stressful.
Did you hire Brad's friend as the photographer?
No.
I was in a wedding last year.
Brad's friend.
I stood up at a wedding last year, and the photographer's like making small talk, asked me what I do. I said, I work at ESPN Milwaukee. And she goes, do you know Brad Nortman? I go, I mean, yeah, really well, actually. She goes, well, we're best buds.
Why didn't you refer me? Because you have no idea who he's talking about?
No, I do. I know who he's talking about. She would be a good choice, but I don't know.
Well, do I reveal Thursday if you made the cut?
Oh.
Or do you wait? Or I guess
No, we gotta wait.
No, wait till Thursday.
Here's a better idea. I think we all send Ben our addresses.
No.
No, hear me out. We all send Ben our
No.
addresses.
This is my process for my procrastination.
I just think this would be a fun idea. We all send you our address. And then
If we get it,
eventually we're going to get a text like Kyle says, oh, got to save the date. And I would run straight to the mailbox and it wouldn't be there. That would be an amazing moment.
Sure, send me your addresses.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on, what was your idea?
My idea is I just
Start the
text
show
you
on
if I
Thursday?
want you a part of the wedding, and you would get a save.
So we just get the text.
But
I'd rather
for
have
show
the-
purposes, give me your addresses because you guys aren't on the A list yet.
But I'm curious.
Wait a minute.
What would be fun though would be Thursday starting the show if we did a reveal of like, okay, here's where we're at.
Did you get the text?
And yeah, did you get the text?
Ooh, make it individual. Interesting.
Yeah.
There's
There's
something
lots of ways
to that.
we can do this.
I got a lot to think about, and now I've added this to the figuring out of the actual list.
Wait a
Now
minute.
he's got. Now my wedding's just a bit for the show on Thursday.
No, see, yeah, we can't do this with Stroke. Because Stroke might actually cry or break down and lose it. Because we know when Stroke, when he lost his wallet, he could not focus for the first 30 minutes.
He's gonna be staring at me like, why wasn't I good enough?
So
I'm done feeding you lines if I don't get an invite.
You act like you feed me lines. I mean, the best line you fed me all day was the first one. The first segment today. It was first time in like.
Notice how he can't speak now. As soon as I start protesting, he loses the ability to speak.
You sound like
Hey, if it means I don't get one-liners in my head from you because you're not on the A list, it is what it is.
You'll get over it, Strofe. But you know what, Ben? I can't wait. I really
Maybe
can't.
this caller can help console you as you don't know if you're on the list. More next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Do you wash your shins in the shower? We shower from hair to kneecap. The rest can drip down our legs to our feet.
It doesn't work that way.
No, it does work that way.
What does the poll say?
34% don't wash their shins.
That is shockingly low. KBN Nation, you're better than that.
Yeah, it sounds like we have a lot of disgusting human beings on this planet.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We do have some delays along southbound 41 as you're making your way from just south of Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. Eastbound 94, we've got some backups basically starting from about 76th Street all the way through the Stadium Interchange. Westbound's heavy out of the Marquette towards Mitchell Boulevard. You are back on the brakes from about Highway 18 all the way to Highway 164. Pretty hefty ride there, so give yourself that extra time. Southbound 43 slowing from just south of North Avenue all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River crossing. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, isolated showers, mild patchy fog, a low of 33. Tomorrow, partly cloudy to mostly sunny, a high of 46. Weather's brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Join their two-man scramble tournament and play TPC Scottsdale for a chance to win cash through the 28th. Sign up at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Bulaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Guys, let's talk about something important. That's you. Hey, it's Brad Nortman. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa's here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step toward a more confident you.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Courtney Cronin.
I don't think it's hyperbolic to say that this carried the energy of a Game 7. You watch what happens on the United States bench when the camera cuts over to them after Connor McDavid scores that goal in overtime. The level of dejection on these players' faces. Like, this is an exhibition tournament. Does not count for anything. It's not going to affect whether your teams, when everybody gets back together, can go contend for a Stanley Cup. But it meant something. And I think that in the juxtaposition between the NHL and the NBA, both in the middle of their All-Star break, the product that was put out last weekend from the NBA and the product that was put out last weekend through Thursday with the NHL, there was a give a bleep factor.
Sure.
That clearly one league had way on the other side of the pendulum than the other.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Bad host, didn't send it to you, heard it this morning, saw it on socials. Mark Chmura from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy said something intriguing that has comments flowing on ESPN Milwaukee's Instagram.
Did you wish him a happy birthday on Saturday?
I did.
I did too. What did he say back to you?
Love you, bud.
He said that to me too, and then I said I love you to Chew, CHEW, and then he called me a jackass for not spelling Chew right. Even though the name of the show is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, CHEWY.
I think Chew is just CHU.
Yeah. And he called me a jackass. So he said I must not love him that much.
Yeah, you don't know him well enough then. You're not on like locker room
butt slapping terms.
Me and Chewy, butt slapping each other. What's up, buddy? He says that Patrick Mahomes, if he was on the Green Bay Packers, wouldn't be able to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, Chewy, that's them concussions talking. That's what that is. That's that. He's old. He wasn't 57, 58. How old is he?
So we've had a whole conversation over the last God knows how long about the Packers defensive line. You think Patrick Mahomes on offense would just
negate everything that you need from a pass rush through the playoffs as it ratchets up in intensity every single game. Brad, I want your opinion.
Well,
yeah, I think your silence says it all.
We're talking about specifically about Mahomes. Would he win a championship with the Packers?
Current roster.
I think he would.
Really?
I think he would.
I don't think I have enough faith in the rest of the team around him.
I think he's unquestionably a top 3 quarterback of all time. You put the most important position and the most important position in sports.
But you could also say Andy Reid is still way ahead of where Matt LaFleur is.
That's true. I just think that he can do what other quarterbacks can't do. And that includes Jordan Love and
Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers.
If he was the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers since he became an NFL, and he was this good of a quarterback, like everything just this talent-wise, Matt LaFleur would have won a Super Bowl already. He would have won. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is an X factor. He would not have that terrible game against the 49ers. Pat Mahomes wills his team to victory. He played on one ankle and won a Super Bowl. He is special, extremely special. Like Aaron Rodgers is great. This kid is generational. There's a difference.
He plays at his best when his best is needed. Like playoff, Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers doesn't do that consistently.
It's
Jordan
not
Love doesn't
just
do that
about Patrick Mahomes, guys. It's about the defense as well. Do you really believe that defense can win a Super Bowl right now? I know Jeff Hafley's good.
Come on, you talking about if he was the quarterback this year, the Green Bay Packers, would they have won a Super Bowl this year? Probably not. But overall, I guarantee
since he came into the NFL?
Yeah, the Packers would have won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is going to win a Super Bowl. Any organization that was on that top 5 list I talked about of a winning organization, he was going to win a Super Bowl regardless. He turned the Chiefs around. I just want y'all to understand that he turned.
Travis Kelce's a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Andy Reid's a future Hall of Famer. They have Hall of Famers all around.
But
we're the Hall of Famers right now in this Packer team.
Andy Reid did not win championships before Patrick Mahomes.
But he still made it to 4 Super Bowls. Not 4 Super Bowls.
He made it to
5
NFC championships.
NFC championship
one
games.
Super Bowl. So he was really good, but Mahomes made him great. And I think we say that about the Packers, right? A lot of the parts of them are really good, but the greatness factor is what the Packers are losing out on. And I think Mahomes brings that. And I think with Travis Kelce, he's great, no doubt about it. But he would just be good if he just had another quarterback, right? And that's what the quarterback can do. Mahomes is a force multiplier, making everybody else better around him, specifically when it matters in the playoffs.
So what does that say about Jordan Love?
That he's just not one of the greatest of all time.
No, I'm not saying that, but the fact that you're just how far away is he from being a top 5 quarterback and being in that conversation of he can elevate a team to a Super Bowl because of his play? Because that's what you're telling me. You're telling me one player can transcend this roster to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean he's that good.
I know he's that good.
This Chiefs team was good before him, but they became a great. Andy Reid was a loser before, a great coach, but he never won anything in the playoffs.
John in Milwaukee, I love you. I understand that they were 6 points within the Super Bowl champions in the fourth quarter of the NFC Championship game. I'm thinking of the wild card game.
I think he meant to say wild card.
I think he meant wild card.
We were able to get into it within the score.
But that being said, just because you win one round doesn't mean your team is equipped to win multiple rounds in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I just think what the question isn't how far is Jordan away from being a top 5 quarterback. How far is he from being the best quarterback in the NFL? Because that's what Patrick Mahomes is. And honestly, a top 5 quarterback of all time. I think that gap is pretty big for Jordan Love to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is that special. Patrick Mahomes makes this team that much better. Even having a down year that he had, he elevates everybody around him. Y'all think Xavier Worthy comes on the Green Bay Packers and plays that well with Jordan Love this year? Xavier Worthy probably goes to 28 other teams and doesn't pop like he does this year.
But they just utilized him in a way that was so smart with Andy Reid because he's a good play caller. They just gave him the ball, a lot of quick passes, run, get him in different ways to get your playmakers the ball, which is what the Packers were unable to do this year.
You need a quarterback who can execute at the level that he does.
You need Matt LaFleur, whose playbook at the end of the year really felt stale.
So who's the bigger gap? Love to Mahomes or LaFleur to Reid?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Love to Mahomes.
It's Love to Mahomes, but there's a gap from LaFleur to Reid.
No,
there's a gap.
There's a gap, but I'm telling y'all this right now. Andy Reid is a great coach. He's an exceptional coach. He's one of the greatest coaches. But without having the quarterback of Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid may still be chasing his first.
Let's have somebody smarter than all of us, as Cody thinks you guys are smoking.
What do you guys need from me?
Brian Bulaga is going to join us next to answer this question and many others. But first, you're going to tell us how to be smart, Brad.
That's right. You can be smart with your money with Bank Bank59. My friends at Bank59, they're doing everything when it comes to making the lives better of the community around them. That's southeastern Wisconsin, and they've been doing that for a very long time. Bank59 stands for 1859. That's when the bank started, and they've been making the lives better of those around them for that long. Starts with their customers. Their customers love Bank59 because they're trustworthy, they're true, they're local, community focused, and you know that when you cash your paycheck and cash that into your Bank59 account, it is safe and ready to roll, but also volunteerism, charitable giving, and the way they treat their employees all reflects that they are making lives better. So if you're looking for a true local community bank, check out my friends at Bank59 at bank59.com, member FDIC.
Brian Bulaga, he joins us next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
These hands are not made for fixing anything in the house. I'll make a phone call, and I'm cheap, but I ain't that cheap. I got my guys. Got my handyman. Shout out to Chris. Under the table.
Just like that, dude's getting audited now.
Yeah.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Men, you're being robbed of your potential. Research shows a shocking 1% annual decline in testosterone levels. That's why building muscle feels impossible and your confidence is at an all-time low. But here's the truth. You're not alone in this uphill battle. Mentality's physician-directed, FDA-approved treatment doesn't just level the playing field, it restores your body's powerful balance. Our patients experience a documented 30% increase in their testosterone levels. Stop struggling and turn this around. Defy the odds and reclaim your masculine edge at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Think ski season is over? Well, think again. Granite Peak's bringing you Wisconsin's longest ski season, going strong through April 6th. We're talking spring skiing at Wisconsin's largest resort with live music, fireworks, and endless snow across our incredible terrain. Make it a getaway in nearby Wausau, where comfortable lodging and family activities await. Why travel far when the best spring skiing is right here? Book your ski and stay packages today. Visit skigranitepeak.com for lift tickets and lodging packages. Granite Peak, where winter lasts longer.
All you have is one chance after an accident, one decision on who to call, one shot to get the help you need. Don't waste it on the one offer you get from your insurance company. Make the one call to Gruber Law Offices. It's the only one you'll need to make. Call us today. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you dreaming about summer in your backyard yet? Picture it. Beautiful plants, freshly mowed lawn, crisply edged flower beds, and your grilling dinner out on an incredible back patio. Landworks Wisconsin is ready to plan your green space. Locally owned and operated, Landworks prides themselves on exceptional customer service and a personal approach to all your landscaping needs. Their team of experts will work closely with you, making your property shine all year. Experience the Landworks difference. Visit landworkswisconsin.com. That's landworkswisconsin.com.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey, Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Buckets Pub Second Round Racine, Bullwinkle's in Brookfield, Stenny's Lake Country in Pewaukee, Thirsty Duck Sussex, Brewski Sports Pub and Barbecue Milwaukee, and Morton's Pub South Milwaukee. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help.
The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I've got some famous friends you probably never heard of.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls here for Universal Windows Direct, and I'm telling y'all, I love when UWD came to my house. They came in, we had the consultation, they measured up the windows, and then once I said, yep, I love what y'all doing, they came back and had the final measurement, and then we had the install day, and now my home feels cozy and comfortable. I want you to have the same feeling. And with UWD, there's great things going on right now because they have the Love Your Windows sale. And what includes in that is buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free. There is absolutely no limit on that, plus 0% interest financing for 3 years. That's 36 months of 0% interest. You cannot beat that. So call my friends today at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000 to contact my friends at Universal Windows Direct or visit them at uwd.com. And like me, y'all will be saying, I love my Universal Windows Direct.
Joining us before the Homer Hour is the former Packer, Brian Bulaga. What's up, Brian?
How we doing?
Doing well. We're going to put you right on the spot here, as this was our discussion from Mark Chmura earlier on 94.5, ESPN's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. If you put Patrick Mahomes on the Packers, they wouldn't be good enough to win a Super Bowl. Agree or disagree?
They wouldn't be? Is that what you're asking? Like they wouldn't be good enough?
Correct.
Yeah, I don't think that the team is there yet. Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
the only one who
the
said
team,
that, and I'm feeling very validated right now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't like. Okay, so I guess if the opinion is that Jordan Love is not good enough, so we've all of a sudden everyone just completely just jumped off the bandwagon, right? Everyone's gone.
I mean,
No. My thing was it's like Patrick Mahomes is going to help the offense, but there's another side of the ball that I think, although they were good against Philadelphia, I don't know if that defense was yet equipped to handle the intensity of each round ratcheting up and how the competitive nature of each round goes.
So you mean the Packers defense?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. I mean, listen, that's what I'm saying is I agree with what you're saying is I think they're more than just a quarterback, right? Like I think there's holes throughout the team that need to be addressed before we just start pointing our finger at the quarterback to get to a Super Bowl.
I mean,
I think
Pat Mahomes play up close. I mean, you didn't think he was special? Like you didn't say, "Oh wow, this kid is different."
Yeah, I thought he was very special, but then I watched him play against the Eagles with a lot of holes, and look what happened.
Okay,
powerful. He couldn't throw
crickets. No, I mean, I think
he couldn't throw a football.
Yeah,
because
he struggled
he was
in this
on his
game.
back.
I think we're in a better position.
No. But what I'm saying is, it's not that he struggled; it's he couldn't even throw a football because he wasn't able to. Is what I'm trying to say. Like there's a lot of things that need to happen. And I always say, it's like, yes, quarterback is the most important piece, but there's a lot of things that need to happen around the quarterback for the quarterback to do what he does best, and that's obviously be the best player on the field. But there's pieces that need to fit for the quarterback to be at his best. And I just don't think that if it's only Jordan Love, right? Like if we just put Mahomes in the Packers team and say, are we going to a Super Bowl and winning one? I don't think so. I think there's more things that would need to be addressed to get there. And I truly believe that. Now, do I think Mahomes is special? Of course I do. Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from Mahomes. Mahomes is absolutely special, but I think there's more to it than just inserting Mahomes. Listen, I think and people may be very well, all right, let's get off that already. But Aaron Rodgers, very, very special. We got to one. All right. I don't know what else to say. And we had good teams around him too, but that's just what it was, right? It's not easy. And I know some teams make it look easy. The Chiefs do, the Patriots did, but we look throughout history. That's kind of the only teams that have made it look easy. So you're more than just a quarterback away from getting to a Super Bowl. There's other things that need to fall into place, or at least in my opinion.
Brian, it's NFL Combine week, and Matt LaFleur not going to attend, and the coaching staff as well. Goody and obviously his crew is. Big deal or not a big deal that Matt LaFleur isn't there each and every year that Combine is held?
I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I think he probably – I mean, I don't know if he attends pro days or if he attends, or what else he goes to throughout the scouting period or the pre-draft period. I don't know what he goes to, but I don't know if it's that big of a deal, right? I mean, I think the one valuable part would be to sit in on these combine interviews, right, to kind of get a feel for a guy and if he's a fit for what you're looking for, just to make sure you don't have any, potential character issues that you think may clash in a certain room that you're looking to draft a guy in. But at the same time, I think Goody and that staff have a really good idea of the type of guys and type of character that they're looking for that will gel well with the coaching staff and with the guys that are there. So, I don't know if it's that big of a deal. And at the end of the day, right, we kind of know how this thing works. The coach could give a suggestion on who he would like, but at the end of the day, the GM's making the call, right? So at the end of the day, LaFleur could love a guy, but Goody may not love him as much, and that's the end of it.
Real quick, Brian, before we get to the Homer Hour, as it stands right now, prior to free agency, if you had to put an inkling on what Brian Bulaga would want drafted in the first round, what position or group would you pick?
I would